true Biafran. MAZI NNAMDI uniquely brings to you Radio Biafra live broadcast by the eminent Supreme Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, the Director of Radio Biafra, and the Supreme Commander of the Armies of Biafra, MAZI NNAMDI KANU. The morning broadcast, live and direct, on the 11th day of April, 2015. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Browse Biafran Restoration websites at www.ipob.org and radiobiafra.co. Also browse our website at www.biafran.org to learn more about Biafra history. Visit our YouTube channel more often for the very best of Biafran videos. Enjoy it.
Triumphant from all our foes, through the crucible unscathed we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility.
Good morning, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet. I will welcome you this morning, as I will always do, the morning of the 11th day of April in the year of our Lord 2015, the time being 11 minutes past 8 a.m. in the morning here in Biafra land. Irrespective of where you are around this very globe, I must welcome you. I need to welcome you because Radio Biafra is live and direct, as we promised we would yesterday, having come here on this day of shame. The day that the Zoological Republic intends to showcase its animalistic instinct. The day that will once again mark another episode in the disgraceful and shameful existence of the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. A very horrible place. Today, some people, in defiance of common sense and reason, will be able once again to participate in an exercise of sheer and abject futility. Without resonance, nor reason, nor rhyme. That is why this very morning, as long as you are receiving Radio Biafra and listening to our voice, we ask you to boycott this shambolic, humiliating and wretched charade, a festival of fraud and deception called elections here in the zoo. People don't understand how horrendous, how terrible, how abominable. They don't know how despicable the zoo is called Nigeria. This is the worst place on this very planet, the most useless, the most backward, the most corrupt, the most wretched and pathetic, should I say, conglomeration of idiots, baboons and monkeys in a contraption named Nigeria. My hatred for this place cannot be measured nor quantified. To be called a Nigerian is not just a humiliation. It is actually the confirmation of man's ignorance in the face of abundance of knowledge. This place is not fit for purpose. The zoo called Nigeria should be destroyed completely. When I say things, I am always being reminded not to incur the wrath of heaven that asks me to come. If not, what I have seen of the people here, the baboons and the monkeys, what I have seen of the very mess created by Europeans, Britain ostensibly, and in particular Frederick Lugard and the prostituting wife, I am telling you that the people here cannot be described as human beings. I am telling you categorically this morning that what passes as a Nigerian citizen at the threshold of once again committing themselves into political ignominy can never ever pass for a human being or a set of human beings. This place is horrendous. This place is quite awful. This place is not the habitation of human beings. That is why we need to go and get Biafra. And the beginning of the restoration of Biafra starts from people being able to exercise a very, very minute part of their common sense by not going out to vote. On the 28th, we said you should not vote and you did not. Today, we are asking you once again, do not go out to vote. No matter what you do, they will rig it. Despite not getting more than 5 votes in his father's compound, Theodore was announced the winner of Abia Central Senatorial District. Nobody voted for him. The massive criminal and thief of our time, nobody voted for him. But they conspired to announce him as the winner. Of course, that result is now being subject to a lot of challenges from all quarters. I don't know why black people do not listen. I don't know why black people fail to reason. You have been voting and voting and voting. The more you vote, the more rubbish is piling up in your street. The more you vote, the more arbitrary arrests you endure. The more you vote, the more intimidation with siren you endure. The more you vote, the more you have army checkpoints everywhere. Not checking anything, but extorting money from people. If you say no, they will shoot you. When will you acquire brain and sense, common sense in this UG? Black people from Africa. Disgraceful species of human beings. When will you get some brain? Because I have here with me, I am dispensing with greeting anybody this morning. I'm dispensing with it. Because sometimes when we greet certain people or they are listening, they think, oh, that they're human beings. Because you have to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to human beings. You can't go to a zoo now, you see baboon. You say, baboon, good morning. It's not possible. And there are too many monkeys and baboons listening. Therefore, this very morning, of course I have to say so because there are IPOB family members all over the world. Those of them chosen for this very noble work. Because if you are in IPOB, you have been redeemed, you have been saved. Chukwa Biama have saved you. If you are part of the IPOB family, indeed, you have been redeemed. You have been saved, and Chukwa Biama is your God. And because of who you are, what you represent, the uniqueness of your existence on earth, I must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to Biafrans all over the world, and friends of Biafra for that matter. Not to monkeys and to baboons, or other subhuman species that refer to themselves as black Africans. The very height of ignorance. If you want to find out the meaning or the essence of ignorance, please head to Black Africa. You will witness ignorance that will blow your mind away. People that drink water from plastic bag. Where the siren is not meant for emergency services, but meant for a very corrupt individuals. Very corrupt individuals. Heading home from work or heading to work. Or carrying your money away to the airport. With siren. I don't understand. Chukwa Biama is creation. And we must honor him every day. In spite, or should I say despite, the stupidity of black people. Chukwa Biama will praise here. Our Lord and our God, Chukwa Biama, creation himself. Once again, we, your children, are gathered to partake in the gospel that only you decreed must be preached on this very earth to enable your kingdom to come. As we do so, O Lord of hosts, in various countries of the world where we have been scattered to, as a result of the consequences of our existence with those of them that do not know you. We ask you, heaven, to be merciful unto your children wherever they find themselves this very morning or afternoon or evening or night, depending on where they find themselves. We ask you to, as always, accept our petition, accept our cries and our pleas. Our tears keeps rolling. We keep hoping upon this very miracle that is the restoration of your kingdom on this very earth as you promised our ancestors. Therefore, we call upon you. We have nobody else. We don't have superpower with us because you are greater than all the superpowers of the world. We cannot worship you in vain. We revere you with the names we give to our children. We honor you by the names we give to our towns and villages. That is a very living testimony to the fact that you exist, that you are God, and that your residence is in heaven. We lift up our eyes towards you. We bow before your throne of grace. We adore your beauty. We adore the magnificence of your holiness. And we ask you, please, Chukwa Biama, give us Biafra. It is in your gifts to give. And as we have promised and will continue to promise you, we will hand over Biafra to you. Anigeji Biafra Chorogaja. We will use Biafra as sacrifice unto your holy name. In this very land, we will worship you. We will worship you here. Your children will know that you are the creation itself. And will revere you. And so will their children, and their children, and their children, and their children, from now till eternity. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I lead the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, including those of them meeting today. I command all her forces, those of them that are loyal and disciplined, those of them born to die for Biafra. I command them. By the same token, the director of RadioBiafra. Therefore, by the very special grace of the same Chukwa Biama that never changes, I will now, tomorrow, and always remain a loyal, obedient, faithful servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. So help me, Chukwa Biama. I will now and always remain incorruptible, which means we will never know corruption. We remain whiter than white and whiter than snow. And yet we're going to Pobula. We have come to serve our country, our nation, our people, and to worship Chukwu Abiama in heaven. Therefore, hypocrisy has no place in our being. Not in our heart, not in our body, not in our mind, and not in our soul. We have come with all we have to make sure that Biafra comes by the grace of heaven. Therefore, you will go out this very morning from here, Biafra land, to go and tell your friends and neighbors not to go out to vote. You can text them, you can message them, you can let them understand that the key to the restoration of Biafra lies in activism and consistency. You don't change. Not when you boycott elections today, tomorrow you go and vote. It makes no sense at all. Your enemies, our enemies and the enemies of God, will need to see that these children of God are consistent. They never change. They never change. The same thing they say in the morning, they say in the afternoon, they say in the evening, and they say at night. They don't change. Once you do not change, everything you are wishing for will come your way. Come on, bro, what it means in essence is that you don't deserve anything you're asking for. Consistency. That is why IPOB is formidable. We do not vote. If they like, let them do election every day. Even if my father is contesting, my mother, everybody in my family is contesting, I will not vote. Because once they get there, they turn into monsters. Do you use my money to intimidate me? Something is not right. And who is going to correct it? Is it the same bunch of criminals that will correct it? Or is it you and I? You and us will correct it. IPOB will correct it. How can you vote for the criminal and you ask the criminal to correct it? They may appear to be very nice and cuddly and very fluffy. Oh, very nice. I want you to go back in the history of this very present, as they call it, dispensation. In 1999. Tell me who you have voted into power and the person came out a cent. Name one. I will ask you again. Forget the Kwama worker. He has promised us. I want you to name one person since 1999 that went into power with the goodwill of the people and came out retaining that very goodwill. None. So what makes you think that by voting today somehow things will change? You know, my questions are not difficult. Very, very simple. You have been voting in this charade and fraud called zoo elections or Nigerian elections to some people. In this zoological republic full of wild animals, monkeys and baboons, you have been voting since 1999. I will ask you the same question again. It's very simple. I remember when people were praying, "Oh, Jesus, Okalu, please go. We need change." You had change in Theodore Orji, didn't you? Another Orji, the thief after Orji, was Okalu. What did you get? But when this man was the secretary to the government, everything was nice and always people mad. Hey, he's a nice man. Oh. Why? I went to his office. He gave me 2,000 naira. Can you say the same thing about the same theology today? The answer is no. Because this place is evil. It doesn't matter who you vote. Even if you go and vote in a reverend sister, very nice people they are, very lovely, wonderful people they are. Even if you go to a convent and you bring out a reverend sister and you vote her into office to be a governor, you'll be wondering, is this the same sister? There is something evil and satanic about this very place. It does not matter who you vote for. Eventually, they let you down. Why? Because they are operating within a system where for you to survive, you have to be a hardened, murderous criminal. Therefore, do not vote. Unless you can come back on air this morning and tell me, oh, we voted for somebody. He was a nice person. Who is the person? Name, I said name one, anywhere. As soon as they leave office, charter, use their private aircraft and head to Europe. They'll be there counting all the money they stole. It may take them about a year to finalize the accounts. And then they balance. And they start eating the interest from the money. They come back here, they go and give one of these wretched newspapers in the zoo 150,000 naira. You see, they splash them as headline. One. You people should reason. You cannot be going out to vote and you expect us to travel abroad and tell the whole world that we want Biafra. When they ask us, why did you vote? We'll start looking at them, opening our mouth with nothing coming out of it. If you go out to vote, you're a hypocrite. If you go out to vote, you're a fool. It does not matter what you do. They will rig the elections anyway. So it doesn't really matter. If you like, you vote. If you like, stay at home. They will rig it anyway. It doesn't really, it's not important. Who voted for T.A. Orji? I ask you. Who voted for him? Nobody. Apart from the son and the wife. Was he not announced as the winner? Our people should, people should reason. I won't say my people. Here is a list I have in my hands before I go on to present the news headlines and accompanying summary, in which case I will invite the barrister to join me, please. Barrister Mamezu, endeavor to join me. I have here in my hand something called the truth and how much money they have distributed to people. I have the names of the people they gave the money to and what they asked them to do with it. The money is here in my hand. Has barrister come to me? Tell them I need the barrister. Tell whoever has the phone, I need Barrister MAZI with me. Very, very important. This list I have here is called the truth. I will go to the news headlines in a minute, but this is a mere preamble. We need to introduce this program properly, and we are doing so by revealing what is quite, appropriately titled the truth. I have here in my hand a list of the distribution of money that belongs to you, to some people, to deliver their ward and their local government areas. This is the money that could have gone into building of roads, into making life far more bearable for your children, into the paying of school fees. This is the money that could have gone into at least cleaning up Aba. That's clean, sweep it only. Instead, human beings are sharing the money belonging to everybody, and in that very process making everybody's life a misery. And you want to go out to vote. These are the people that you will see on the road today and their families. We have their names here. These are the ones that will go out to vote today. Every other person will stay at home. Here is the list. I have it here in my hand. To tell you that the problem of black people is black people, not white people. Black people are naturally very, very wicked. Here is the proof. Instead of going out and saying to these politicians, what you're doing is not good, they say, oh, no, give me. It's my own share of national cake. The list is here with me, and I'll read it before I go on to present the news headlines. Is the barrister with me? Of course, he has to come to me. The very eminent barrister and attorney at law, Barrister MAZI. I must go to him. As protocol demands, I must defer to him. I need to find the right buttons to press. Not that barrister needs his buttons pressed, but I have the correct one. Barrister, I wonder if you can hear me.
Good morning, Director.
Good morning, Barrister.
Director, when Caesar calls, of course he has to be responding.
You're kind.
I thank all Biafrans worldwide, especially those seated with Director, helping and supporting in every way they could. I'm so grateful for all of you and for the things that you are doing for Biafrans and for yourselves also, because we are in this together. Anybody who is helping Biafra is helping himself. You're not helping nobody, because Biafra belongs to all of us. Some people will call in, they say, we thank you for what you're doing. What we are doing, because you are part of this particular restoration. Biafrans, I thank you for all the contributions, everything you do for yourselves, because when you stand, you will realize the importance of your being. May Chukwa Biama bless all of you. Director always bless before he starts his program. And the same token do. That Chukwa Biama must protect all of you. Today, being the day that we are thinking and hoping that you will perform the same thing you did last time on the 28th of March, you have to repeat the same today, showing that you cannot be taken for fools all the time. And that's why I'm here. Director, I wait for the news, and I'm standing with you.
You will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The very eminent, distinguished barrister and attorney at law. Not in the zoo where there is no law, but in England and Wales where the rule of law obtains. We are live, we are direct, and heaven is watching. Chukwa Abiyama asked us to come to speak the truth, and we have come to do so. As I told you before, people copy our style, our genre. People copy our approach, including Yoruba, as I will prove it to you this very morning. They even refer to whatever drivel they come up with as gospel. Because we say that we just don't broadcast. We preach this very gospel. The gospel of heaven, the restoration of the kingdom of God upon the face of the earth, that we here in Biafra land, answering to Biafrans presently, indigenous people of Biafra scattered all over the world, may come back to this very sacred land to worship heaven. Chukwu Abiyama Binigwe. I have here with me those of them who are doing all they can to ensure that the kingdom of God will not come down here. In other words, that the prophecy as was prayed for by Yahweh Yeshua will not come to pass. The names we mentioned here confuse a lot of people, but I believe in being original. That is why when you call Radio Biafra and say you are Clement, I ask you, what is your name? Your proper name, not your botanical name. Your proper name. You will give it to us. The proper name of Jesus Christ is Yahweh Yeshua. God saves. Or Joshua for short, which means Jizoba. Or Jizobam. However way you wish to look at it. Here are the names of the people impoverishing you. Here are the names of the people making sure that Abba is poor. Here are the list of the people. If Abba is dirty, blame these people also as well as T.E.O.G. These are the people, the criminals, the vagabonds who will mobilize their families today to go out the 9% I was talking about on the 28th of March. Here are their names. Evil people. Evil satanic people. Awful, awful people. But are we deterred? The answer is no. We continue to do our work in every truth and in every honesty. Because here, we don't look at man, we focus on the promises from heaven. The truth. The name of this very person is Mrs. Franca Emmanuel, who is the deputy chairman of Aba South local government area of PDP. She was given the sum of 1.5 million. Why was she given this money? It is for them to try to rig elections, and it is to be distributed amongst major stakeholders. 1.5 million. Chibuzor Nworu is the chairman of PDP Aba South local government area. He was given 1.824 million to bribe the agents at the polling station. He was also subsequently given 50,000 naira as a major stakeholder for his own pocket, and then 100,000 naira to deliver his unit to make sure people vote PDP. That these are the people distributing 1,000 naira. This is 100,000 naira to get people and their families to go and deliver the unit to PDP. His name is Chibuzor Nworu. He's the chairman of PDP Aba South. How much was he given? Initially, say in total, 2 million to rig election and to mobilize you. And some of you will go out not knowing where the money came from, but now we're telling you. Chief Francis Ufere is of Ward 1, PDP chairman. He was given 280,000 naira for Ward 1 center agents. Go and bribe the agents. Give them money to intimidate INEC so that the results can be written in favor of whoever they want the results to be written in favor of. Honorable O.N.M. is the leader of the transition committee. Councillors. How much was Eme given? 500,000 initially, and also 150,000 for Ward 2 center agents, and 20,000 as what they call intervention fund. People are mad. I will read their names, please. So if you're going out or contemplating voting, you will know why Abba is dirty. You are the one contributing to Abba being dirty. If you're going out to vote today, you people are the ones making things worse. They will argue with you, let's go and vote for change. I said, can you name one person since 1999 that you voted into power that came out and you're saying that man is still a good man? Why? I'm not asking for 4 or 5. One human being. It doesn't matter. All of them, some of them pretending as if you put ice cream in their mouth, it will not melt. These are hardened criminals. When you vote them in, you'll understand what I mean. Anytime a man travels with siren, it means he's not a human being. I challenge you anywhere, any day, anytime. Every country of the world, what you use is flashing light. You have dispatch riders to stop the traffic for fear of assassination. That's all. But here you have vagabonds making noise, running all over the place like wild donkeys. Chief J.C. Mbonu, for major stakeholders, he was given 190,000 for Ward 3 Center agents and 50,000 naira to deliver his unit. Honorable Cherechi Nwogu, major stakeholders and commissioner, 270,000 naira for Ward 4 Center agents, 50,000 for stakeholder fund, and 20,000 to deliver his unit. Honorable Godwin O.N. Carlo, councillor for Ward 5, 180,000 naira for Ward 5 Center agents. Honorable David Obaja was given, the councillor for Ward 6, 100,000 naira for Ward 6 Center agents. Honorable McDonald Wakwe, councillor for Ward 7, how much did he get? 160,000 naira for Ward 7 Center agents. Honorable Ozo Ijoma, councillor for Ward 8, 190. What for? You ask me. This is not their salary. It's a settlement money. This is how they share your money. These are the bastards that will tell you, oh, come for what? Oh, Nigeria. We know Nigeria. This is the reason why you want Nigeria. Your people's money are being shared to you and you are eating. No wonder. You go and do Thanksgiving. It is well with you. Come and join me and thank Jesus. Mad people. Honorable McDonald Nwakwe, councillor for Ward 7, how much did they give you? 160,000 naira to mobilize the people around you to go and vote today. Honorable Ozo Ijoma, councillor for Ward 8, 190,000. Deliver Ward 8 to us. Honorable Chimezie Sunday, how much did they give to you from Abuja? 180,000 naira. Barrister Charles Ejebiono and his chicken change. Anyway, 170,000 naira. Honorable J.C. Mbakwe, councillor for Ward 11, 200,000 naira to deliver Ward 11. Honorable Mrs. Gloria Leono, most of them are listening this morning and they know this is true. Go and ask them if you know them. 200,000 naira. Honorable Okezie Erondo, stakeholder Ward 1, 50,000 naira stakeholder fund. They don't regard, maybe he has his own money. 10,000 naira for direct from macro and also 20,000 naira as well. Honorable Obioma Ebem got 2 bags of rice, 20,000. Igbo. 2 bags of rice, 50,000 naira for stakeholder fund. They give them 50,000 each to fuel their cars, and also 20,000 naira direct from the macro fund. Honorable Simon Emme, how much did they give you in total? 70,000 naira. Honorable Chidimma Nwogu, commissioner, 50,000 naira. Honorable Obulefu, the youth leader, PDP in Aba, they gave him PDP youth leader. 50,000 naira. Chief Jerry Obonna, Honorable Nnochim Carlo, Chief Sonny Onyembi, Honorable Omenilu Nwogugu, Arthur Ubuaja, Mrs. Grace Obonna, Ahamba Boniface, Agwu Ojike, Youth Group Leader, Blessing Dike, Youth Group Leader, Ekene Madoka, Leader of Ototo Boys, whatever that rubbish means. Innocent Ozuribo, Stakeholder. Simeon Okorie, Chief of Staff. Mrs. Uchechi Emejiaka, Stakeholder. Ifeka Orano, Stakeholder. Honorable S.K. Chukwu, Stakeholder. Chief Felix Emelogu, Deputy Chairman PDP, they gave him more money as well. And lastly, but 36 of them, Honorable Justice Obonna, also with some money. That is where the money meant for cleaning up Aba goes to. They were trying to justify that they distributed the money that was given to them. Disbursement, logistics, and miscellaneous. Why would a party have intervention fund to intervene in who? In the election. That is why they rigged it. And that is why if you waste your time going out today to go and vote, the election will also be rigged. You must come to your senses. You must develop some common sense. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and Chukwu Abiyama in heaven is our God. Therefore, I will now proceed to present our news headlines and accompanying news summary. After that, we open our lines. You'll be able to call us. Our Skype will be able to work today as well. That has been rectified. Is it working? What is working, but the relay mechanism has not been fine-tuned. Do we have any plans to make things happen to it? I pray so. I pray it does as quickly as possible. Having voted Buhari into power, it is now the turn of those of them who support Boko Haram to go in to support the terrorist-elect Buhari. All of a sudden, surprise, surprise, Bauchi State is warning their underage voters to keep off because we are not talking about the governorship elections that affects them direct. But when Buhari, this place is just evil. When they were about to vote in the terrorist in chief, nobody remembered that underage voting was bad. American ambassador End Wessel, or whatever his name is, knew that children were voting. Even CNN showed that children were voting. Nobody did anything about it. Today, Bauchi is now warning them. All those children that came to vote for Buhari, don't come again today, because there is no Nyamiri we are fighting. That's what they call Jonathan Nyamiri. Do you know how the name came about, Nyamiri? Give me water to drink. When they were killing us, when they were slaughtering, when we went there initially, it was too hot. It was too hot. And people kept begging because it was a very dry and arid area. Because Nyamiri Kango. That was how the name Nyamiri came to become part of their lexicon. As people that beg for water to drink when they are in danger. And that was what was exacerbated between 66 and 67 when they were killing us as well. You know, the first pogrom was 1960. They killed us first in 1966. They came back. Zeke said everybody should go back. Oh, go back. We are one Nigeria. Everything is well. As soon as you hit back in 67, they ran back. Never to go back there again until the war ended. Nyamiri means give me water to drink. Nyamiri Kango. And that's what they call Jonathan. Bauchi wants underage voters to keep off as they are no longer fighting the Nyamiris. They are now contesting amongst themselves. They said, no children should come. You have done your job. Our chief terrorist has been elected and soon Islam will go everywhere. Bauchi warning underage voters to keep children not to vote. Congressman finally makes serious move to impeach Obama. At last. At long last, they are moving to impeach the terrorist at the White House. Our near-death experience as electoral officials. Our near-death experience as electoral officials. This is according to NYAC. Youth Corpus. Thank your lucky stars. Jonathan did not reject the results of the presidential election. That was where we are hinging the first phase of our hope on. All Jonathan needed to do was to say, I don't accept this result, and by now the zoo will be finished. But Jonathan thought better, listened to advice, and said, let me go to Namibia and enjoy the money I have there than dying here for nothing. As I told him, rig the election and you will die. Did I say that to Jonathan? All you need to do is to come out and say that you won and you'll be killed. So he listened to very sound advice and he gave in. A Yoruba man is talking. I'm eager to see how Buhari will end corruption in the zoo. With all due respect, it doesn't matter who you are. Once you come here, you become corrupt also. You become corrupt also. Suspected kidnappers rape Reverend Sister and abduct 10 others. Welcome to the zoo. Nothing is respected or revered, including hard-working, God-fearing Reverend Sisters. I'm sure they do. Is that correct? Eh? Of course, there may be one or two exceptions to the rule, but in the main, they are hard-working people. How unholy acts by Igbo PDP leaders robbed southeast of Senate President and House Speaker slots, according to APC leaders, which means defect to APC, and we make you Senate President, and you don't, Igbo people, they don't need invitation. They don't need invitation at all. They will stampede over. It's normal. Islamic State releases crime and punishment list, where Buhari will also copy from. Buhari will also copy this crime and punishment list. I have never seen a bloodthirsty people like Muslims. What they are doing with killing and death, I don't know. Every amount of sadist, every evil soul, every wretched soul, if you want to express your hatred for mankind, if you want to indulge in an orgy of death, you join the Muslims, basically. The same way that abroad, in America and in Europe, if you're a petty white racist thug, you join the police because you need legal cover to carry out your heinous crimes. That is why, rather than coming out and dressing like Ku Klux Klan in America and chasing black people all over the place, you join the police force. If you see a black person, you say stop. If they run, you shoot them dead. Nothing will happen to you. The same way that every murderer, of course, Islam is a murderous religion anyway. Every criminal, every thief, they go to join Islamic State because they have been looking for ways to kill people legally before. Now, Islam is giving them the route to do so. Islam is a satanic religion. God knows. Satanic. The National Executive Committee of PDP accepts the Yoruba man. I told you Yoruba will stab you in the back. You know, life is very strange, you know. The man that formed PDP is Ekweme. From his G36, they fought Abacha. Ekweme did not go on exile. Ekweme was here in Biafra land, established G36, and Awasa Fulani came with Yoruba and took over. Do you know that, there was a judgment in the Bible about that Solomon delivered? The two women dragging the child. And then Solomon said, I'll divide this child into two and give you her. One said, yeah, okay, go ahead and divide the child. And the other one said, instead of you to kill my baby, please allow the other woman to have that very baby. And Solomon said, this child belongs to the woman that said that this child should not be killed. Do you know that Obasanjo has abandoned PDP? But Ekweme is still there. It is here now. As a prelude, he has now resigned from the National Executive Committee of PDP. Yoruba. I told you, they will always betray you. Not even the title of an ex-president of the zoo is enough for Obasanjo to retain some measure of honor and dignity. Has abandoned ship. Let's go to APC. In a few years' time, they will join to another mega party. Mad people. Gunmen kidnap youth coppers and kill 2 in Delta. Things are happening. South Africa starts with giving Buhari $15 million of part of the arms money that was confiscated or seized in South Africa. Task force nabs 61 fraudsters, shuts down 4 miracle centers. What is new? Everybody is a thief in the zoo. Man, what came and one, what is the Indios everywhere? Fraudsters everywhere. Left, right, and center. The news in greater detail today, please. I hope you're not going anywhere to vote. Today is a no vote day. If we say we are boycotting the zoo, we boycott the zoo. Are they doing local government election today as well? Any local government? Okay, so they continue with caretaker committee. And they oh God. Black people from Africa. I don't know why Chukwuemeka bothered creating you people in the first place. Bauchi State Governor on Friday called on parents and guardians and teachers to caution their underage children and wards to stay clear of polling units during election on Saturday, which is today. So, why did you not, as a Bauchi man, tell these children to stay away on March the 28th? Because a Nyamini was involved, Jonathan. But today, you're warning children to stay away. So, even our WhatsApp people, everybody knew that children voted. Yet, Jonathan did not want to call off that very shambolic charade called elections. And that is to tell you how evil black people are. It doesn't matter if you're the US president, if you're a black person, you are evil. The United States president gave a commendation. Is it certificate of award or is it commendation of award, whatever rubbish they call it, through the ambassador to Atahiru Jega for conducting a marvelous election. But here now, our WhatsApp people are saying 28 children voted. Today we don't want to see you, children. And the American president is saying that Jega should be commended. What a joke. The call was conveyed in a statement signed by the chief press secretary to the governor, Mr. Ishola Adeyemi, in Bauchi. The government in the statement also appealed to politicians to call their supporters to order so that the elections will be conducted peacefully and in accordance with the laid down rules and regulation. In accordance with laid down rules and regulations. Yes, I agree. But INEC regulation states that you must have a certificate before you contest for the presidency. But where is Buhari's certificate? Has anyone seen it? Huh? INEC. Oh yeah, I think INEC gave one to him. Certificate of winning. But not certificate of qualification. The only country in the world where the man is not qualified to run, he ran and was rigged into power by USA and Britain. Welcome to the damnable. Welcome to the Zoological Republic. Monkeys and baboons everywhere. Human beings, they look like humans, of course. They suck water from plastic bags. So that's how you know that they are wild animals. They call it pure water. Mad, insane people. Ndiara. Every other animal in the world, when you're drinking water, you tilt your head backwards. Do you know that? You tilt your head backwards. When you're sucking pure water, do you tilt your head backwards? You bend down. No. Do you? Do you put pure water out? Do you? No. You have to bend down to drink pure water. Because if you do that, you'll be drenched. Wild animals. They call themselves Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian. Pure water. Congressman finally makes serious move to impeach Obama. To heaven be the glory. Representative Yed Yoho of I think it's Florida, Republican from Florida, is preparing to introduce a resolution setting forth the House's definition of high crimes and misdemeanors, drawing an unmistakable line in the sand that would directly challenge Obama's actions. The resolution introduces 11 different specific actions that fit the Constitution's standard of high crimes and misdemeanors, and several of them apply directly to Obama. For example, the resolution lists failing to take care that laws be faithfully executed through signing statements or systematic policies of non-enforcement, and substituting executive agreements for treaties. As 2 of 11 potential high crimes and misdemeanors, the House would be declaring impeachable according to Breitbart. It further adds that the use of military force without congressional authorization. This resolution was crafted with the assistance of legal experts like Fox News Judge Andrew Napolitano and civil liberties attorney Bruce Finn. Everybody saying it is about time that Obama is impeached. If I was in America, I would be leading it myself. I want him impeached. The man is a disgrace. Abundant disgrace. Oh, but he's a black man. What do you know? Are you not black in Africa? Drinking water from waterproof bag. What do you know? Can you distinguish between evil and good? Because you are full of evil. Some idiots will throw part. Oh, we are going to do accreditation. From there, we go and vote. What happened? And the next 5 months, you start complaining. Things are difficult. But when you were going out to go and vote, you didn't know that before. How do you change something? Is by adopting a different posture, by doing something entirely different. That's how you do it. Many have showered encomiums on the nonsense English in their Nasweba. Many have praised the Independent National Electoral Commission over the conduct of the March 28th presidential and National Assembly elections. Why would anybody commend them? I don't know. The killings, the violence, the rigging. What, even by voting back the urge or rigging back the urge, all the mayhem INEC officials shot dead in Makurdi. He's not going anywhere, is he? And we pray he's not going anywhere. Theoji Wonyoshi, a criminal that should be prosecuted and hanged in public. The man is a thief. A thief. Stole Ogumabri and is building a private estate. He said it's a world-class shopping mall. During Ojo Okali was Mother Excellency. Before you become a commissioner, you go and suck the mother's left breast and help her buy egusi before you become a commissioner. Don't you know that? Don't you know that before in Abia State? But not what they said is the truth. Mad people. That is the type of satanic areas you come from. In Aba. So you don't even know what is happening. So those of us in London, we know you. You don't know what is happening here. What? God, there's rumor. Mad satanic people. They are praising INEC because they did not see that INEC helped in the rigging of a terrorist into power. People are commending them. They distributed BVCs to our WhatsApp people. There was none or very few distributed in Southeast and South in Biafra land. There were more registered voters in Katsina than in all the 5 states of the Southeast. So no matter what you, people don't follow things now. No matter what you do, you're bound to fail. They call it the price of patriotism may not be death, but it could stimulate grave consequences like a near-death experience. Many of the poor, wretched youth corpers who participated in the March 28th presidential and National Assembly elections across the zoo did not only have to contend with sleeping on bare floor and not being able to have their bath, their animals. What do you expect? They didn't wash themselves. They were smelling. They slept on the floor. Most of them were killed. Most of them died. You know, when you're poor, you need to find something. If you're a girl, you need to do your hair. You need to buy pancake. There is no money coming from anywhere because there is no job anywhere. You can't even work part-time. No jobs anywhere. What do? You go and join INEC and then risk your life. If you're lucky, you come back. If you're not, you die there. The children were narrating their ordeal, how they came close to death. Thank your lucky stars. Jonathan did not reject the presidential election, according to the Yoruba talkative. I don't want to mention his name. I'm tired of him. Can't stand him. Talks so much rubbish. I am eager to see how Buhari will end corruption in the zoo, according to another Yoruba man, Femi. That's why I love Yoruba. They keep publicizing and pushing their people forward. Every time there's a Yoruba social commentator or critic, every time Yoruba, they have them in abundance. But how about where we come from? We continue. There was something he said which of interest to me. Let me see. He said they asked him what has he been doing to tell that people copy what we do here. He's not a pastor. They asked him, what have you been doing since after the election? His name is Femi Aregbesola, whatever his name is. He said, since the presidential election, I have been doing what I have always been doing. I have been preaching the gospel and writing articles in newspapers as usual. He's a social critic. But when we say we preach the gospel here, most of you don't understand. Even Yoruba is copying what we're doing. They are preaching the gospel. Yoruba. We must continue. We must continue. The zoo is very fortunate, according to this Yoruba man, to have a president like Goodluck Jonathan. He is truly a man of peace. The president fulfilled his pledge not to allow his ambition to lead to the death of any monkey or baboon called a Nigerian. For that, he deserves our commendation and gratitude. The last time Buhari lost the presidential election, he provoked a riot. Compare that to what has happened now with Jonathan. That is yet another reason why people like me prefer President Jonathan to Buhari any day, any time. And the Yoruba man is correct. Buhari lost in 2011. Most of your sons and daughters died serving in youth service. Today, you are going to refer to the man that is responsible for the death of your child as your president. Only in Africa, only in the zoo. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Very shortly, our lines will open. We are asking, call your parents and tell them not to go and vote. There is no reason to vote. If you defy what we are saying and you go and vote, after voting, you call next week and say, when are you starting action? When I got to vote. I can't stand hypocrites. Not very good at all, at all, at all. The police in Enugu State have arrested 7 suspects accused of raping a reverend sister, in addition to the kidnap of over 10 reverend fathers, pastors, politicians, and passengers. The suspects were arrested at Ugwaji Forest, Enugu State, by the men of the state anti-kidnap Ping Squad after abducting several victims along Enugu-Port Harcourt Road. The men of the underworld were also said to operate a camp in Akuke Forest, where they keep some of their victims. They were also accused of operating at Ndude Seminary, where they have allegedly kidnapped over 10 reverend fathers who were taken to their Ugwaji Forest camp. Or Ugwaji. It's Ugwaji, isn't it? They spelled it Ugwaji. Ugwaji. The suspects in custody include Haruna Ibrahim Onyawosa. I thought you brought kidnapping. Awasa is now coming to kidnap you in your own land. He's here now. Working with Ifajun of our time, or Wazurike. He is now recruiting almost Awasa people to join the kidnapping lucrative business. The suspects in custody include Haruna Ibrahim, Abubakar Abdullahi, Sunday Selbon Melvin, whatever the crappy name is, Onyedeke Okafo, Lawal Sule, Bello Mohammed, Bello Musa Shehu. Awasa people are kidnapping reverend sisters and raping them in Biafra land. Ewa. Did I not warn you? Leave us. What you say is not good. What you say about Christians. What? Awasa. Onya Awasa. Ebigugu. is raping a reverend sister of Biafran extraction. An Igbo daughter is being raped. By Awasa in your land. Not in Bauchi, not in Gombe, not in Gongola, not in everywhere. In your own land, in Enugu, that is meant to be a holy land. Awasa, I will give you the names again in case you have forgotten. So Mbozo, BIAFRA, mad people. A reverend sister, not once or twice, but repeatedly raped by Awasa men in our own land, in our own forest. What are the names? Haruna Ibrahim, Abubakar Abdullahi, Lawal Sule, Bello Muhammad, Bello Musa Shehu. They came to our place to rape our reverend sister. They kidnap reverend fathers and they demand for ransom. Awasa people. Why is that happening? Because all the army checkpoints are Awasa army checkpoints along the road. Awasa people. When they see their own with a reverend sister, they keep quiet. Now you see why you must support what Radio Biafra is doing. The type of news that people will not bring to you, we are giving you names. Not when you go. If you are in doubt, call Enugu State Police Command, they will confirm it. This type of news, are you going to get it on is it EBS, Enugu Broadcasting Service, whatever the nonsense they call it? Or is this thing, can this thing be on AIT? Or channels? Or any other television? No, only on Radio Biafra. A reverend sister walking in her land, in Biafra land, spreading the word and showing kindness, because reverend sisters are kind. Awasa that doesn't know what bathing means. Awasa uncircumcised. How many of them raping our sister? How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 taking turns to rape an Igbo girl. Awasa in our own land. I will continue. They come from Sokoto, from Kebbi, from Bauchi, from Gombe, from Kanu, from Plateau. Who gave them where they are staying? Is a man from Enugu State. What's his name? His name is Onyedika Okafo. An Igbo man inviting Awasa. Maybe he's a MASOP member. You know, they brought in kidnapping into Igbo land. Some of you don't know that. It was RIKE. Maybe go and check, he's a MASOP member. Brought Awasa in because after all, Awasa people came to see was RIKE. Didn't they? They signed a peace deal. One Nigeria. Peace and love and unity. Ask the Ifajun of our time, did you or did you not sign an agreement? A communique. Pledging peace in Nigeria. With Al-Mustafa, Mohammed Abacha. Now, your members are copying you. This MASOP member here is Onyedika Okafo. He invited, the same way RIKE was inviting Al-Mustafa, the killer of Kudirat, and the son of Abacha, Mohammed, to come and sign a peace deal. Some of you don't know that, do you? Do you know RIKE Fajuna signed a peace deal with Al-Mustafa and Mohammed Abacha? So his own members have gone to sign their own kidnapping deal with Awasa. Who did they sign their own deal with? As RIKE was with Al Mustafa and Mohammed Abacha. This one is with Haruna Ibrahim, Abubakar Abdullahi, and also Lawal Sule and Bello Muhammad, and also Bello Musa Shehu, to rape his own sister in a forest near his home. Igbo. And the MASOP member. Look at it here. Call Enugu Police Command for them to confirm it. These are people doing freedom fighting. From freedom fighting to kidnapping, it wasn't enough. If it was RIKE is inviting Awasa to come to his home, so I can invite mine also. But only that these ones came, and now our sister has been defiled, wearing the full gown and chaplet. Nolu. Muslims are raping her in our village. You go and vote now. Mad people. Senseless idiots. How unholy acts by Igbo PDP leaders rob Southeast of Senate President, according to House Speaker. The terrorist Okechukwu Buhari. Hey, my goodness me. Iberibe warrior. The governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, on Thursday lamented the unholy act exhibited by political leaders in the Southeast zone during the National Assembly election, saying it has now robbed the zone of the opportunity to produce either Senate President or Speaker of the House of Representatives in June. I hope those of you listening in Owerri, you are not going out to vote. Okorocha must not win. Okorawusa. The only way to stop him from winning, it may sound far-fetched, but it's true, is by not going out to vote. You'll be amazed. By not going out to vote, Okorawusa will leave us alone. Malam himself. Very soon now, they'll open up a pilgrimage center to Mecca and to Medina. Somewhere around Amajek. If you want to fly to Medina, from Owerri, you fly straight to Mecca. That black stone they worship. He said, because of your lack of APC National Assembly, we love sometimes I will say that our people are very, very strange, but a bit stubborn. There is no APC legislator anywhere in the Southeast. None. We told APC, as long as we exist, you can never flourish here. Only maybe if you do your rigging now to put a Okorocha back in, which is why we should not be voting. There is no way APC is inconceivable. There is no other place where any APC person is even coming second, only in Imo State. Because they need to grab Oweri, the settlement of Eri, children of Eri, that is written in the Bible. Oh my goodness. Eri, that's the meaning of it. Awasa is there through Awasa Malam himself. Onya Awasa no. That is why you shouldn't bother going out to vote. He said they don't have National Assembly nonsense on rubbish. Pure garbage. We continue. The relatives of the terrorist-elect Buhari, they have now released their crime and punishment list according to Sharia law, which Buhari is in support of. I don't know what happened to American senators. I don't know, maybe we didn't mount the campaign very well. I don't know how we allowed this one to pass us by. I don't know how American House of Reps members are there, senators are there, and they allowed their government to support a terrorist. I can't understand it. Then, in fact, that should be grounds for Obama's impeachment. For supporting the election of a terrorist. I'm telling you. We need to discuss it to see maybe if we have grounds there to open up a front. You don't need to approach black legislators in America because they won't understand. How in this you go to whites and appeal to them. Common sense and reason, they will accept it immediately. And impeach the man out of that very place. It's a disgrace. A new document emerged on social media recently listing the brutal methods of punishment employed by the Islamic State militants for various crimes, including apostasy, blasphemy, highway criminality, theft, and alcohol consumption. Do you know it is a crime against the Sharia to drink alcohol within an Islamic country? Some people are saying, oh, we are one Nigeria, but I can drink Gouda in Sapele, but not in Kanu. If you go to Kanu right now, in the middle of the road, you open up a bottle of Heineken. You will be killed. Today. I'm not saying tomorrow. Go and try it now. And the funniest thing is that the government charges VAT on every alcohol consumed. And that VAT is being spent in Kanu. Isn't that amazing? Welcome to the home of hypocrisy. Most offenses carry the death penalty, of course. Either by public stoning, crucifixion, or being thrown off tall buildings. Look at how Islam. Islam. Chineke nekwere ihe ọjọọ. I don't know how Muslims have Arabs, that they're sadists anyway. These are sadistic people. They perfected execution and torture. And that is what Buhari is bringing to you. Sharia. You will get it. And I'm praying that all of you get it. They climb up a tall building and they throw somebody off from the building. Do you know how evil these people are? Islam. Some of you think Islam is a joke. Hey, it's just Islam. It's an evil, satanic religion conquering the whole world while you cower in your corner. You voted for a terrorist, or you allowed a terrorist to be rigged into power. Mad people. We'll take this fight to Abuja and also to the heart of darkness in Lagos. They must hear this very gospel. They must hear it. Mad people. Islam is satanic. Evil upon evil. They go and they throw somebody from a building. They crucify 5 people like Yeshua on a cross. And some of you are busy talking rubbish. When Islam is coming, you are busy talking rubbish with the help of Obama. If they don't impeach Obama in America, Americans will live to regret it. Before Obama leaves, Obama will make sure that Islam has gone. Oh my God. We don't have men in America anymore, honestly. There are no more men in America. I'm not a wishy-washy black sentimentalist. Obama is causing damage to the fabric, or I should say, the cohesion of civilized peoples of the world. Obama is a very serious impediment to progress in the whole world. The former president of the zoo and the ape himself is Olusegun Obasanjo. He has resigned as chairman of the PDP Board of Trustees, and they have accepted it also. The secretary of the board is Senator Walid Jubril. The name you find in Saudi Arabia, in Yemen. This type of name you find in Iraq and in Iran. What they're doing here, I don't know. But let's continue. Walid Jubril confirmed this at the party secretariat in Abuja on Tuesday. Jubril said the resignation was accepted at a board meeting in Abuja on Monday night. Jubril, who spoke with reporters after the party's National Executive Committee meeting, also said Obasanjo attended the meeting. The Yoruba man, he has abandoned ship. They will always stab you in the back. That is Yoruba for you. Yoruba man. They don't waste time. Natural born betrayers. Natural born betrayers. The only place in the whole of Africa where they have a place dedicated to forgery, Oluwole, to show you how criminally minded they are. Gunmen kidnap core members, killed 2 in Delta. At least 2 persons have been killed after violence erupted in Eku community, Ethiopia, East Local Government Area of Delta State. Ethiopia. What does it mean, Ethiopia? What does Ethiopia mean? Is it part of? Is it local name or was it derived from Ethiopia? I want to know. We need to investigate. I need to investigate it actually. And they spell it exactly the same way you spell Ethiopia. So I don't know ETH. So I want to know if there is any connection with our linkage with Ethiopia, or is it just a coincidence? It could be a coincidence. I don't know. I want to investigate this Ethiopia. What fascinates me is the spelling of the name. Ethiope. I'm fascinated. I want to find out. I need to go there to speak to older people in that community. A yet to be identified member of the National Youth Service, as I told you, some of your children will die in NYSC. Is it not happening now? Of course, you don't listen, do you? Because as it's going on now, some of you are being killed. You'll be buried on Wednesday. Some will be buried on Thursday of next week. And your own story will be gone. Wait for the news later because it will come. Many of you will die today, isn't it? Of course, that one is certain. You'll die off in the other one. Mad people. A yet to be identified member of the youth corps, is it youth service or youth corps, whatever they call themselves, was reportedly abducted by the gunmen. The incident occurred rather after some heavily armed gunmen numbering over 20 laid siege at the community. 80 people woke up one morning and 20 people with guns attacking them. My goodness. Oh God, welcome to the zoo. Welcome to the damnable. Welcome to the idiotic. This place is horrible. The incident occurred after some heavily armed gunmen numbering over 20. Guns everywhere. They say security. To provide security. The best security you can have in life is jobs. There is no security, no police bigger than work. That people are comfortable, they can feed, they have roof over their heads, and they can feed their families. That's all. It's the best security in life. After working during the day, when will you have energy to go and start robbing at night? But you have guns. Everyone's awash with guns. The deceased, both whom are males in their early 30s, sustained life-threatening gunshot wounds and died the next day at the Delta State Teaching Hospital in Ogara. The victims were referred from the Eku Baptist Government Hospital, where they had earlier been rushed for medical attention, and there is no trauma unit. You know, sometimes I go to hospitals and I say to them, can you please show me your intensive care unit or your trauma unit? And there is none. If you have any serious injury, be it life-threatening from gunshot wound or from motor accident, there is every likelihood you will die. You will perish. You will die here. Why? Because it's a black people now. Very wicked. Very, very wicked indeed. Confirming the abduction of the youth corps members, a senior police officer attached to the Abraka police station said it is true that a youth corps member was abducted by gunmen, but we do not have details of the person yet. Even police doesn't know. And the youth corps, they don't know. Welcome to the zoo, Zoological Republic. South Africa has given Buhari a gift of $15 million of the money they recovered, or they said is for arms money in South Africa. A South African newspaper, The Mail and Guardian, reported on Friday that South Africa has begun to work out the process of returning more than 100 million rand, I think it's South African money, in the zoo that it seized last year, or clearing the way to sell arms to the West African country. Do you know that South Africa is an arms manufacturer? They manufacture arms. So they want to either return $15 million to Buhari or give him weapons instead. And who built those? Not blacks, so Makadi Amama, before you say it's the blacks in South Africa. The armaments factories were built by white people, not by blacks. Although blacks are now in charge and running it down, of course, in the COG. South African Law Enforcement Agency seized $15 million in 2 batches. The first one was $5.7 million that had been wired to Standard Bank, and another $9.3 million in cash, which was seized. It was brought into the country through Lanseria Airport in Johannesburg in 3 suitcases by a delegation said to be represented the zoo government. In both cases, the money was suspected to be for illegal use. That is how they ship your money. Is it to research your first private jet? A man of God, a preacher of the don't touch my anointed in the ocean now. A preacher of the word of God, knows who she. Or research your for Christian Association of Nigeria, criminals, thieves, in the name of New Testament, mad people. No, that is grace now. It's a church. The blood of Jesus will wash it away. After committing murder, the blood of Jesus will wash you clean. If you're theology, if you steal market, he doesn't know the meaning of a marketplace. To seize a marketplace, he will go and the blood of Jesus will wash over him. Evil. An anti-examination fraud task force recently set up by the Delta State government to check unlawful acts of examination fraudsters across the state have arrested 61 suspected fraudsters, including closing down 4 miracle centers in Obiaruku and Asaba. A miracle center. Where are you going to? I'm going to a miracle center. Why? To go and receive miracle. And now you understand. Delta State has been under siege of exam fraudsters who also operate various miracle centers where unsuspecting SSCE students, which is senior school certificate, is that correct? Examination. Students are wooed into writing their examination under fraudulent supervision to make the best results. Welcome to the zoo. Everybody is a fraudster. I told you before, even here, not even SS. Is it, how many years are there? Is this 15 years old or 16? They are being introduced into the life of fraud. Welcome to the damnable. Welcome to the Zoological Republic. Our lines will now be opened. If you call us, we will take your call. We are live and we are direct. This is Radio Biafra. On a day we are calling for nobody. Don't go out to vote. If you vote, by the next 6 months, you'll regret it as usual. You'll come back here and you'll be crying. Things are very difficult. And we will tell you to go to hell, quite practically. Because by then we'll ask you, did you vote? Once you say yes to it, we'll tell you to please go somewhere else. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we're direct. And Chukwa Biama in heaven is, of course, listening and also watching over us. Once again, the names of the people, the major looters in Aba. Is the barrister? Good man he is. Barrister is a good man. I will go to the barrister very, very imminently because he is very, very eminent. My goodness me. I will go to the barrister because he is eminent and the views he needs to express is imminent. Barrister, I wonder if you can hear me.
Yes, Director, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Director, for the reportage of the news. Director, I couldn't wait if they could fasten this particular agenda from the American senators or all their governors to speedily get Obama to be impeached.
Of course.
Because no evil man or woman goes scot-free. What Obama has done is a reminder that regardless of wherever you are, evil can easily permeate or penetrate. Director, you've heard me say many times that absolute power corrupts absolutely.
In the hands of a black man, especially in the hands of a baboon or a monkey.
Indeed, Director. Now, in supporting Obama's impeachment, Bauchi government or their governors or their legislators have now warned their people, do not bring on the rage voters. But Obama saw this earlier on. Yes, he was able to certify and concluded that the vote in the zoo was free and fair. That alone, the announcement from Bauchi alone, is a route to removing Obama prior to his time of office. Because it's good for that guy to be disgraced. If they let him stay throughout his time, obviously he's gone away with murder. Obama had and stopped people being killed in the zoo instead of him to stay aloof. He told the world, not only that he told the world, he sent his men go and do underground work so that the terrorist jihadists will come back in the zoo after he has killed people in 2011. Prior to that, during the Nigerian Biafran war. Obama knew all this history because he's a learned man. He's a lawyer. But he turned away to the misery of our people because he is a Muslim. Director, I wonder if the same could be obtainable here in Britain. They will get rid of him easily and quickly. In as much as we talk about the evil deeds of the British people, when it comes to legality, they don't play with it. That's why we go to court. If you're not satisfied, you appeal. And 99.9% of the time, you win the appeal. America is supposed to be a beacon of hope for those who are hopeless. Obama climbed up to the ladder and kicked off the ladder so that nobody will come up there again. Because this has sealed the fate of all black people who are thinking and believing that one day they become president in the United States of America. Because the guy who went there did not make his road clean. He has dented himself, dented black people in America, and given bloody names to those who are aspiring to climbing the same ladder. English book says, do not dam the bridge after you cross it. Obama has dammed this particular bridge for the will-be aspirants of presidency in the United States of America. What a shame. They should speed up that impeachment to showing him that evil can never be paid. Not in remuneration. No. Obama is a disgrace. At the beginning, we thought that Gado has come to George, only to realize that this guy had a hidden agenda. In his first time of office, he pretended a Christian. Lo and behold, what you are is what you are. No matter to cover up. Director, my heart bleeds that our people have been subjected to all manner of evil. Nuns being raped by Hausa Fulani Boko Haram. They come with guns. They go through, unfortunately, in vote. Now they have reverted to kidnapping our women. Director, as you rightly said, the police on the street in Biafra land is Hausa Fulani Boko Haram. The ministry is Hausa Fulani Boko Haram. Commissioner of Police, Hausa Fulani Boko Haram. Are we not under siege? Are we not under occupation?
Of course we are.
But some of our stupid people, I had all the list of names you've been reading out this morning. People who are to go and do some kind of stupid, wicked, and blasphemous jobs in order to rig and put wicked evil to politics. Rocha Sokorocha, all of you should be warned in a way. They will carry gun in order to scare people away so that they take the box and vote Malam into office. All the people who have it, Igbo State will not have it, regardless of how it flies, rigging it. Buhari has rigged it and succeeded. No over rigging. Shall never succeed. Don't worry. Not in Biafra land anyway. My people, all of you should be awake. Once beaten, twice shy. Hausa men are raping uncircumcised, ugly looking people. Because they like anything Biafra. They take oil, they take our women, they occupy our land. If you go to West End, where they call them Hausa, you will recognize their kingdom. But our people have been killed, are still being killed in their own places. But they are assembled in our own place. Enjoy our women, enjoy our money, enjoy our oil, enjoy everything. And we stand aside and watch it. If they give you a little prayer of 100 or 200 naira, look away and let the evil continues. What a shame. Jonathan was there, a weak man. Before the election, this guy has already capitulated and complied. Before he was put, this guy has already jumped. I tell you this, I've said it before, Buhari will probe him regardless. Because he amassed wealth for himself. One man having many things around him, but the poor people suffer on his leadership. Therefore, the Jonathan is Anyamiri. Jonathan himself did not do anything for those people that are called Anyamiri. Children are on the street often. Wasn't it 2 weeks ago? A little girl was killed in Lagos by armed robbers. He was walking. Should have been in school. How many times were we told that the people from Akwa Ibom are not even going to school, but they produce oil? Because he's there opening his mouth. When you look at that guy very well, you know he's an ugly man. He didn't do anything tangible for us. And he upsets me all the time. When you know that Jonathan was there for nearly 6 years. Nothing to count, nothing to associate him with. As somebody has done something. Instead, he went to the north, building schools, feeding Amajiri, building railways for them, building houses. He just behaved as if the African land is another country, which of course it is. Legally it is. And all we talk, show for people are wallowing in ignorance. They are just hoping to collect a few thousand and then life will continue and the poor will carry on suffering. Director, I've decided to mellow my heart because each time I finish talking on radio, Biafra, whenever I check my temperature, it's always high. So I have decided to speak directly.
I thought you said you have decided to follow Jesus. He said, thank you very much, Barrister. Thank you.
Director, I've decided to mellow my heart.
Yes.
Because all this shouting is not penetrating into our people.
It
so
is. No, Barrister, it is. Of course, it's going in. It's penetrating, please. Keep on the good work you're doing. Of course, it's going in. Who told you it's not? It is penetrating.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barrister. Thank you very much. Barrister Mezu, very eminent and accomplished in the field, or should I say his chosen profession. Thank you very much, Obi, for that, because Ethiopia River, incidentally, is the deepest river in West Africa. And the color is turquoise. A very special river it is. Somebody referred to it as one of the 7 wonders of the world. No wonder it is called Ethiopia. Amazing stuff. I want to understand the connection with Ethiopia. That's what I want to know. In order to further substantiate the very fact that some of us, of course, we know some of us came from there. But it's just, the more evidence we can build, the better. I want to know why it's called Ethiopia and spelled with ETHIOP. I want to know why. People are calling us from everywhere. My goodness me. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, my director.
Good morning, please. Your name and where you are.
This is Obina Dogwe calling from Aba.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
And my director, sincerely speaking, I won't commend you, but I will praise Chukwuabiama for all the things, because when I praise him the more, he will bless you the more and give you the courage to keep on spreading the gospel. Sincerely speaking, I really thank him, and I wish and I pray that he will energize you and give you the strength to stand amidst all the problems that might come your way. Nothing will happen to you. And I also pray that you will never be like Moses, because Moses saw the promised land but didn't enter into it. I pray that you will see the promised land and you will also inherit the promised land, even with your family members and everybody. That's my prayer for you, and it must surely come to pass. Regarding to what is happening, more especially in Aba precisely, myself, sincerely speaking, I'm not happy about that, because TAOG is an asshole. He's a big fool because he has made suffering to be the order of the day in larger states. Around 20 March, around 20 miles. You can't go there to dump your refuse in the incinerator that has been provided. But whenever you go there, the police they will arrest you, take you to the police custody. You pay 20 or 25,000 naira.
But why?
For
The question
for
is
dumping a
why?
refuse. For dumping a refuse in the incinerator, which is not good. But there is no problem. Financially, I don't have anything to contribute, but this is my contact. Call me whenever you need it. I believe to say that there is a place in Biafran land that they produce ammunition. In village they do produce ammunition. At least I can give the direction to that very place so that they can help us out in the production of ammunition. Then another thing I want to say is regarding to somebody who said something on giving you an application on the internet or a software that will help out in indicating somebody who is calling. My director, please, in terms of that very thing, I'm a kind of being afraid. Why am I afraid? That thing I think is not of any use or help to us, because indicating that very thing is a kind of indicating the person that is calling. We don't need to know anybody who is calling or something like that. But that application might be from the psychophants, because if somebody calls, they might be able to indicate or dictate where the person is calling from and everything about that very person that is calling. They might start going after that very person because people are not happy. Like, you call to say things about governors and all the rest of them. There are still people, when they hear, they say, I wish I would see this person who is making this call and I will place him. Nobody can tell. But all the same, I will volunteer myself to see that Biafra comes to existence, because I believe when the Biafran comes, sincerely speaking, the suffering will stop. And I pray that our leaders, when Biafra comes, will not be like, then
we won't allow them to.
Yes.
We will not,
our leaders.
because you are better off going and opening a shop somewhere than being a politician in Biafra land, because you will not own a foreign bank account. Your children will not go to school abroad. You will not own a generator. You will not move about with siren. I mean, understand what we're saying. It will be made so austere that unless you have come to serve your people, you won't come out anyway. So don't worry about that. We'll make them to be honest by force.
Then another thing I want to bring to your notice is relating to this policemen again, because in the eastern part of this country, they are still collecting that 20 naira. Even I can't even see myself the naval base at Orienta collecting money, which is a total absurd. Collecting money using people, using civilians to collect money from drivers, naval officers. What do they have to do with the land?
Naval officer on the land on a checkpoint with a gun. In front of, I know them very well, in front of their own base with a gun, collecting money from people, Navy. And if you go to Imo River, there is no boat in Imo River. There is no frigate. There is no gunboat. Nothing. So what are you doing there then? They say it's finance and logistics. Finance and logistics in Owerenta. Oh, Chineke, I don't. Sometimes, as Barrister said, I can't give myself high blood pressure. Honestly,
what surprises me most is that they don't collect those money directly, but they collect those monies, make use of civilians, make use of bloody civilians to collect those money. It is improper. It is unfair. And they're using Igbo people, and those people, I don't think many of them are Igbos. They are still outside people, brutalizing people in the house unnecessarily. But my prayer is this Biafra, it must come to pass this very 2015. We must enter Biafra land in this 2015. That's my prayer. Just keep on with your goodwill. Keep on with your goodwill. We are strongly behind you. Thank you very much, and Chuku Adamoki, bless you.
He said, thank you very much for that. Thank you. People are calling us from all over the world. Hey, the caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Good morning, Margaretha. My name is Ibe. I'm calling from Nkwere.
What is your full name? What is your full name?
Land.
What is your full name?
Thank you. Ibe Olua.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I commend you a lot for all you have been doing for the indigenous people of Biafra. Indeed, without someone like you, I have now realized that we'll go on a station in nearest 3 years. Sir, on the news presentation, I admire everything you have said, but the one that annoys me is the uncircumcised Islam to rape our sisters.
The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Turn your system down, please. Turn it down and speak to us. Turn your system down, please.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Why?
Oh my bro. Yini na mo na anya ebe. Agburo na onwe ha. Ihe awasa tụrụ ime ha n'okporo ụzọ. Mad, insane people. Ndị m họgụgụ isi. Mad, insane, hopeless people. Awasa tụrụ ime ha. Site n'ike ekwensu. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Director. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Yes, this is Ismail calling from Abia State.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Sir, I'm giving you a live report now from College of Health Technology, Aba.
Yes, go ahead.
The rector there has mandated every student to vote as a vote for PDP.
Who is mandating? Hold on. Take it easy. Who is mandating people to vote by force? Who is the person?
The rector of Abia State College of Health, Aba, by students.
The rector of Abia State College of Health is forcing people to vote because he has taken money from PDP. So he is forcing people to vote. Welcome to free and fair elections in the zoo. So if you don't vote, you'll be expelled or rusticated from the school. If you don't vote, you fail your exams. I hope, Obama, you are listening. The whole world is listening. The rector of, what is this bastard's name anyway? The rector, what's his name?
He's from Umuahia. I'm forgetting his name. I'll get it back to you now.
I'm not surprised. I'm not in any way shocked at all. I need the idiot's name from Umuahia, where he comes from. Mad people.
If you come to the gate now, they have military more than 15 vans to make sure everybody goes to military men.
Military men forcing, welcome to, I wish you can stand very far and take a picture or a small video.
I will do that.
Do that, please. And send it to us at +4478.
I have all those contacts.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you for what you did for Biafran.
Thank you very much. Chukwuabiama will be praised. So we can send it to Obama, the black president of the USA. The black and decrepit president of the USA. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Free and fair election. They are forcing students to go. We said no vote. Students are not voting. They are forcing them with army to go and vote. At School of Health. They are forcing them with van. Army people, they must go and vote or else they expel you from school. This is only the beginning. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Good morning, my director.
Good morning, please. Your name and where you are.
Oh, please, I'm Raphael Ndubisi Njoko. I'm calling from Onisha.
Thank you very much. What is happening around you? Are people voting?
No, we are just at home. We didn't go anywhere, my director.
Of course. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Please, my director, I want to comment on this issue of our soldiers. Please, I'm a guy of 26, 27. Please, director, I am fully interested. I'm fully interested to join the Biafran soldiers. My director, this is my number, please. I want you to get me connected, please, director.
You will be. You will be. That I can assure you. Your number ends in 6398. Is that correct?
Yes, my director. I am here now in Mpo.
Mpo is very, very strong. Mpo is strong when it comes to Biafra. Very, very strong. 6398.
Yes, my director. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and Chukwuabiama is God. And our Skype line is also open for those who may not know this. Our Skype line is also open, please. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
I can hear you, director. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you are?
I am Sunday Babuichi Anyamagogi. I'm calling from Aba.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I appreciate what you are doing, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, there is something that is baffling me. There's something that makes me angry every time I went to him at Asa, because I'm coming from Asa. You see that Asa High School has been now changed to be a barrack of a zoo army.
Are you serious? Asa High School, no more.
Yes, changed to be a barrack.
It's a very famous school, you know. I remember when I was young, Asa High School was very, very famous.
Yes. Now, to count it worse now, there is mosque now at Ezebudele. That very place, there is mosque. I don't know who prompted to build that mosque because of this Hausa army people that is over there. They have adopted mosque as high school now. So it is very painful to me. I have been trying to reach you since. So it is paining me too much. So we want to die for these people any kind, because I'm not happy at all.
This is terrible. This is
Yes, sir.
terrible. Thank you for the information. Of course, it's noted. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? As a high school gone. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? They're not paying attention, are they? They're not paying attention. As I said to them, you need to listen for my voice. Once you hear it, you begin to engage with us. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Naija calling from Anambra State.
Thank you very much. Where in Anambra are you? Well, thank you. Go ahead.
My honorable director, it's kind of interesting to know that someone is behind you, and we are making our promise that as far as we are working in order to make the dream come to pass, that all Igbos, no matter if you find a I still believe that all that are saying that you are a fake and that you are just making noise, understand? Mana, we believe that sooner or later we keep them in doubt, because to realize a sovereign state, because I believe Biafra is already a country, a free country, and sooner it will come to pass. And everyone will know, and we can do it without the Niger Delta. I assure you. My father went to Biafra war at the age of 16, and he got home without any injury, although he was too young then. He used to tell us many stories and how the saboteurs and the man of our nature, the one that betrayed the Igbos, and many stories about the Igbos. And I strongly believe sooner or later, with your help and the help of others, and the doubting Thomas, if they will believe, therefore we come to. And I want to take this opportunity to beg every Igbo, no matter where you are, educated or not educated, what we need is your intelligence, because one of the great philosophers I always know is this. This is the time we fight for our freedom, no longer with arms, but with our brains. And in a situation where the people we are fighting with are fighting against us with arms, we have to fight them with arms. And Mr. Director, I want you to know, anything you want, we will provide to make sure that Biafra comes to pass. This is Naija. And you store my number, you contact me anytime you want. I'm really happy to get in touch with you, because I have been trying this line since. I wanted to check how the vote is being going on in my side. I see that people are not there. Their machine is there. No one is there. No credential is going on. So, Mr. Director, thank you very much. And we would like to hear more good things from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and well spoken. Thank you very much for your kind thought and consideration. This is Radio Biafra, and everywhere we encourage people to please speak their mind. Call Radio Biafra, tell us what you have in mind, and the whole world will also hear it. If you have an advice for us, if it's very sensitive and security related, please do so off air. But if you must call Radio Biafra, please start speaking once I finish introducing you, because I'll ask you what is your name and where are you calling from. And people that say that we are not one, South and Southeast, they are not one. I have confirmation here from Abreba. And what's your name, please? When you write to Radio Biafra, endeavor to tell us who you are. Let me see if your name is here. Your name is, what is your name? There is no name. No, sorry, Martha Samuel is a lady, actually. Martha Samuel. Thank you very much. Says their director, Abreba people migrated from the Efik region of Cross River State. Then the migration took them. This is in the 1700s, they said. We journeyed through Akwa Ibom and lived there for a long time, and have to leave the people of Ena, in whose land we cohabited with them, but they did not have enough space. So we moved down to Abia State, where we are now. I did this research myself after my mother kept telling me the story about our origin. Aruba people are indeed Ibibio and Efik, which means we are the same people. Isn't it? I say, Chukwuemeka is great. He did it in such a way that if you open your eyes, you will see that you're one. All the evidence is there. All the evidence is there that we are one people. One people. And Efik is a derivative of Ibibio language. It's not a separate entity, please. We must note that very, very well. Thank you very much for that, my dear sister, I should say. Thank you very much. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Yes, please. Your name and where you are?
My name is Emeka.
Emeka, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Aba, but I'm from Ebonyi State.
We are in Ebonyi State, Abakaliki, Afik, or Hosra. Where are you from?
I'm from Ishago.
Ishago, thank you very much. Go ahead.
Director, thank you for all your good work that you've been doing for Biafran people. And I want to tell you that I'm so interested to join the Biafran soldiers. If you can write my number, I'm very, very interested. Because I don't like what those outside Fulani people have been doing in our land. They want to claim our land as their own. So I'm interested. I want to join the Biafran soldiers.
And you will. Thank you very much. And you will. In good time, you will. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Please, may I please ask people, if you have called Radio Biafra before, stop calling. For the time being, allow those, there are people trying to get through, millions of people. If you have called Radio Biafra before, at least this very morning, allow some other people to try and call as well. Allow them to call, please. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Your name and where you are, please.
I'm a friend of from Ogidi.
I can't hear you very well. Please turn your system down and move away from there, please. Your name again?
Okay. I say I'm Michael calling from Ogidi.
Are you Angel Michael or what? What is your father's name?
Chendu.
Sorry?
Chendu.
You're not serious, are you? I hate people who are not serious. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. They cannot hear me. Let's try again. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? I have these people on Skype. I can't. They're not saying anything. I pick somebody's call on Skype, and lo and behold, they are not saying anything. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad. I hasten to add. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, Director.
Yes, please.
Director, I want to congratulate you for your work.
We praise Chukwuemeka.
Yes, there is a terrible thing that you are doing for people of Biafra. I am now in a zoo country. My name is Chukwuemeka Eze. I'm from Suka, Enugu State.
Thank you. And where did you enter the zoo from? There is
one little advice I want to give you.
Hold on. Where did you enter the zoo from? You said you are now in the zoo.
Benue State.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
There is one little advice I want to give you.
Go ahead and give it.
You see, we have a little opportunity now. If there is a way to create chance, meeting good luck, let him sign this our freedom for us. We are tired of staying for soon. I want to come back fully to my place. If there is a way you fit my name in Biafra soldier, I am interested fully. I pray Chukwuemeka to begin to bless you. Let him give you long life, and nobody will touch you. Whatever the plan will come back to your head. Already we are tired of staying with them.
Of course we are.
There is a way, create a little chance. Because we have opportunity now. If this outside man become in power, he will fight us. And I believe we will not win us too, but we have a little chance now to go to him, to go to Good Luck.
Good Luck is a coward. Good Luck is a compound coward. Can't do anything. He's not a man. I don't like fighting with cowards on my side. I can't stand them. Good Luck, Jonathan, is a coward. A coward. Unreformed, unreconstructed coward he is. Can't stand them. I hate cowards. They make me sick. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. On this very day, we are calling for a total boycott of the elections. Total and complete boycott. The zoo must fall. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please, your name and where you are.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. No, that is the usual pattern. Actually, that is true. Did the last caller say I'm doing a terrible thing for our people? Did he say incredible? I think he meant incredible. You know, English is our second language, please. Forgive us. We are not English. We are black people from Africa. Forced to speak English. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, Director. Good morning.
Good morning, please. Your name and where you are.
This is Woke Chinedu. I'm in Aban.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead. Tell us what is happening around you, if you can, please. What is going on around you?
I'm in World Bank, Council State.
World Bank. How many people from World Bank can you see going out now to go and vote? I want to know.
Director, in fact, everywhere is calm. Nobody, no movement. Everybody is calm around here.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
With my family, we are together in the house. Nothing is happening.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I want to commend you for the wonderful work you are doing. You know, it's true that our people, most of us, don't believe in you. We think maybe we are just joking, but me as a person think I believe you. We are tired of this country. We are tired of our politicians. But we need our freedom. We need our freedom. So I pray that God will strengthen you, bless you, and give you every necessary instrument you need to succeed in this journey.
You say,
so I commend you very much. Go on with your work.
Thank you. I keep hearing people say there are those who are not welcoming of this message, those who offer disparaging or discouraging comments about what we're doing. And what I say to you is this: why do you give a damn what people think or say? It doesn't worry me. I said if they don't say anything, I'll force them to say something. I will be so controversial that they will be forced to say something. I don't need to be loved. We don't need anybody to fall in love with what we're doing. We need you to believe in the truth. Is what we are saying truth or not? Yes or no? Simple as that. We're not in the business of begging anybody. Why should we? And I million a blue and I to come out. Can't you drown there and move? Who is interested in you? A baboon. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It's well with you.
Go ahead, please.
This
this
news of Hausa people raping their sister in Enugu. This is a half-striking news, my brother.
Very sad.
They must be wiped away from the land of Biafra completely. They must be wiped away. They just they have just won the election, not even sweating. Yeah, they have started their mayhem. It's a current call for all Biafrans to rise up and fight this. We cannot be in bondage, even in our own land. I pray that God will come and help us.
It's not God.
This mess called Nigeria.
It has nothing to do with Chukwabema. For now, we have our hands and our legs. With His mercy, of course, no doubt, but we have to do the legwork involved. What concerns me is this. I am going to read out the names of the suspects. The Enugu State Command said they have been arrested. And I want to let people understand one thing now. If you go back there by this time next week, they would have been released and they would have gone home. If you like, bet me now. These Awusa boys caught raping an Igbo reference sister. If you go back to the same police station holding them tomorrow and ask Enugu State Command, can we see those people? The answer will be that they have been transferred to Force Headquarters Abuja. They have been released. And what are their names? This is what was LIKE brought to you, kidnapping. Now, all you need to do is to go and invite your WhatsApp friend. You set up Alamajiri kidnap unit. This one involves Haruna Ibrahim, Abubakar Abdullahi, Lawal Sule, Bello Mohammed, Bello Musa Shehu. They are the people raping an Igbo reverend sister in the forest in Enugu. And what is the name of the forest? If I can find it here, it is Ugwaji Forest in Enugu State. That is where Awasa is camping. I don't know Imo or Enugu. Which one is? They have taken over Ebonyi. They have taken over Imo. Now they are creeping in and raping us in Enugu. Things are happening. Honestly speaking, things are happening. Terrible, terrible things are happening. And our people are keeping quiet. Radio. What did they know? That is why they are slaves. Somebody have rather funnily said that today is Lagoon Day for Igbo people in Lagos. Lagoon. Takaka to put in the lagoon. Ndiara. Let's continue. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yeah, Director, good morning. Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, yes. Your name and where you are.
Okay, my name is Chikwen Dono. I'm calling from Frankfurt, Germany.
From Frankfurt in Germany, please go ahead.
Yeah, Director, I've been trying to reach you for over 3 months now, but I can't. And I know that it's because now our Radio Biafra is in Biafra land. So many people are calling from Biafran.
Yes.
I just want to thank you for good job well done, Director.
Thank you. Thank you.
Director, what I want to say is, Director, this thing why people are saying that they don't trust you, that are tired of
not people. No, hold on. Not those I see. I don't know who you see that say these things. Not those I come into contact with. Not those that fund Radio Biafra. I don't know what the people say they don't trust me. Who are these people? How would I know? Don't tell me what somebody say. Tell that person to call Radio Biafra.
Director, I read them in Facebook, but I want to tell
you. Who is in Facebook?
Director.
If any ant can be in Facebook, you can have 1,000 Facebook accounts. Anybody, an Awasa person can be. Do I expect Awasa to love what I'm doing? Do you think I expect Obama to love what I'm doing? Do I expect Yoruba to love what I'm doing? Why are you reporting rubbish to me? Let them pick up the phone and call Radio if they're men or women for that matter. Don't tell me what to read in Facebook.
Okay, Director, you see, these Awasa people in Enugu that is kidnapping our sister. And this one that the boy just called now said that a school have turned to Army Barrack. Director, there is many ways. We don't want, for me now, Director, my opinion, we cannot go and start fighting Hausa in Nigeria now. But Director, we can start a guerrilla war in Biafra land, Director. Even with the 580-47, if we have right people, before 10 days, we can have 100 rifles. This Hausa people that is staying on the road. Last time I was in Nigeria in September, Director, I was passing somewhere in about I met about 4 army people just standing there, they are standing with their guns, letting people 50 and 100. When they saw me, they told me to pack, and I see that I don't want to spend time. I give them 100 naira. With this kind of people, I can start letting this guy go direct. I don't need to see everything on the air now. I have been writing you. Many people can start a guerrilla war like Biafra land that insists we give more than 1,000 nations. If you watch Iraq, how people are doing Iraq, who are not educated, they have many ties to their own war. Stay in army back. When armies are coming from Barra, they are killing you with machine guns, collecting their guns with their guns. A lot of ways we can direct that we have to shoot these Igbo fucking people who don't want us, who don't want to listen, that we are serious. We have to do director. That's what I have to say. I'm not saying that let's go war with Nigeria.
I don't know what is wrong with your line. It comes and goes. It comes forward and it goes backwards. I don't know what is wrong with it. Hello?
Yeah, maybe it's, director, I'm hearing you. Maybe it's because of the service in Nigeria, but for me, it's okay.
It's better now. Can you move closer? It is better now. Before it was coming and going. Now your voice is better. Go ahead.
I don't want us to start a war in Nigeria now, director. There's many ways we can do things.
And you are advising us live on air on strategy. No,
I'm not.
You're giving us instructions on air on. Hey, Chineke Kwali Honjo. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? You're giving us advice live on air, strategy live on air. Oh, dear Lord. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, I don't believe they can. The one on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please go ahead, your name and where you are. Hello? No, there's no.
Director.
Yes, please say something. We are waiting. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Imo State.
We are in Imo State.
From Isu.
When you call Radio Biafra, please tell me the name of the village or the town you're calling from. Imo State is too big. I want to pinpoint where you are so we can ascertain if our propagation is getting to your village or not. That is why we do what we do. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Isu.
Thank you. Go ahead.
In Isu.
And he will later tell me he wants to join the army. You can't follow simple instruction. How can you join the army? Is that possible? Unless it's network. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Not paying attention. To the caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Raise your voice, turn the system off, please. Raise your voice for us. Go ahead.
So, my name is Ebuka Madabuchuku, calling from Dakar, Senegal.
Yes, go ahead. Are you part of our meeting? Hold on. Are you part of the family in Dakar, Senegal?
Of course. Yeah,
go ahead.
Of course. I heard somebody telling me about Reverend Robert's sister in the forest. And I heard that and I was very mad. And it was done by an Hausa man. Which can
not Hausa. She was not raped by one Hausa man. There were 5 of them. Raped by 5 Hausa men, yes. One of your sisters raped by Hausa men.
In our own land.
In your own forest, yes.
Own forest.
Yes.
If I could say anything about it, is that, in short, I'm coming to Nigeria next week. Yeah. I'm coming to Nigeria. If they want us to die, we'll die together.
When we are waiting because we are here already. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and Chukwu Abiyama is watching over our proceedings. I am going to the line. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you, sir.
Your name and where you are, please.
My director, may our Chukwu Abiyama be praised. I'm so happy to talk to you today.
You're welcome.
My director, my name is Ejiofor. Nwalo. I'm from Anambra State, Oka, but I'm in Aba right now. I want to thank you so much for what you have been doing for us. In fact, you have liberated my soul. I'm so happy speaking to you. And right now, I want to dedicate myself to be a Biafran soldier. This is my number.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. I am so happy for you. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless you.
He say and also bless you. And also
Thank
bless
you very much. I can't wait to leave my homeland, Biafra. I am tired of staying in the zoo. I am based in Nasarawa State in the north, but I can deliver that town if given opportunity. Anytime, any day. This is my number, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. People want the number for the broadcast, and it is this. Our number here is 081 738 13596 or 090-215-0726. I repeat, 081-738-13596 or 090-215-0726. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and Chukwu Abiyama is our God here. And the caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, Director, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
I'm calling from Nnamdi Kanu. I'm Akachi Okoli.
Thank you.
Director, more grace to your elbow. You see, what is happening at Yaba, Cameroon barracks? See, I went there to bail our brothers. Then one police officer came out and said that he recognized my face and that I was somebody. I was the one of those that attacked them when they came to Obohia. CKCO. Then I asked the police officer, do you know me? Have you seen this type of my face? He said, yes, I was the person. I was among those that attacked them at Obohia. I was there. They suspected another person. The person came from Obohil. They're now telling the person that he attacked them at Port Harcourt Road. Why that person was living at Obohil. So along the line, they now put that guy inside the cell that very night. You see where we are living.
So they can just meet anybody on the road and arrest you and claim you did something. Is that correct?
Not even on the road. I went there to bail my brothers. They saw me, then telling me that, accusing me that I attacked them. That I attacked them at Obohia when they came to Obohia for their patrol or so, something like that. Then they did not even touch me. But the other man who came all the way from Obohel, they now accused him that he attacked them at the Port Harcourt Road. Why? That person is not living at Port Harcourt Road. This is what they do. Even if you are walking on the road, they will just from back, they will hit you. You fall down. Then they will carry you.
This is happening. These are police barracks. Cameroon barracks, police people.
I'm telling you, this is what they do. So, my director, I thank God for what you are doing for us. And in the eyes of Owazirike, I thank God that I did not die at Okigwe on 9th March 2003 massacre at Okigwe. Assuming that I died, so that I would have died, I would have just gone like that. Because I was present. They were mixed, army and the Mopo. They blocked the road that very morning, around 9 o'clock.
Who sent them? Who sent these army people and Mopo? Who sent them?
It was
Atiku Denwa.
Atiku Denwa during that period.
And these are MASOP members that were killed.
I was a MASOP member, but now I have since that. Director, you know that Ojukwu and the Wazirike was not in good time till Ojukwu died. Because Ojukwu one day, because I went with Wazirike and Ojukwu to Ojukwu's house with all our some of our members. Ojukwu now told him, this is the time you have to take Biafra. This is the time you will take the bull by horn. You look at your children. You have dear children. Now, my son, this is what we will do. Equip these people so that we will take our Biafra. That this freedom is by taking, it is not by giving. Owazirike did not do anything.
Because it's fake.
You see?
Because
it's fake. I was at Okwe. One evening, one Naija Delta man, they called the man, Simi Olobo. He came to Owazirike, telling Owazirike that even they have discussed this thing before the man came back again. He said to Owazirike that they will let him give him his boys so that they will match with the Niger Delta boys so that they will train them. Then they take the bull by horn. Owazirike now agreed. Then they scheduled the appointment. The very day the man came for the appointment, Owazirike locked up his gate. He did not open that gate the very day the man came. Honestly, so I thank God that I did not die at Okigwe massacre. You see this thing, all this thing, the thing that bullets do in the sound it gives in the television, that is what the sound it gives live. Pew, pew, pew. That's what it sounds live. I was at the front line that very day. He commanded us that we should wear camouflage, and that camouflage that gave us the morale, excess morale. but we dig it deep with the soldiers and the Mopo. Honestly, they knew they recognized that very day they knew that they met people because some of them did not go. Although I'm sorry, but it's in terms of security reasons because I have announced my name. So I thank God
we
for
will
you,
march
Director.
this year. Thank you very much. We will march this year.
Thank you very
and
much.
then we'll tell them how strong we are. They don't know yet, do they? We allow your enemies to underestimate you. That is how you always defeat them. Can you go on radio? Man, think the result then we'll know. Because in the end, we always win. We always know that. I have a caller on Skype. I wonder if they're paying attention. I wonder if they're even listening. Please, you give us your name and where you're calling us from. I mean the caller on Skype. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Director.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
I'm Tochukwu Onwekwe. I'm from Omodara Omona in Olo, Imo State, Biafra land. But now I'm calling from Thailand.
From Thailand. You are in Thailand. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
part of the Biafran family in Thailand? Because we have presence in Thailand. Are you there? Are you with us or you're against us?
Sir, I'm with you, sir. Many of my brother here are with you, but we have problem in Thailand.
Of
Very
course.
big problem.
Always big problem in Thailand. Always, every time.
Sir,
Thailand has problem.
The security here don't allow us to even step outside the door.
That's what I was told.
So the meeting in Thailand is not too strong because even if you go for the church, the immigration police come in church. So how we are not free here, sir. And sir, if Biafra come, I'm pleading on you, please. The first thing you will do for Biafra is just to send airplane here to pick up Biafran that is in jail. There are too many. There are too many. Our brothers, young men that are supposed to fight for us are dying in cell here. Every small thing you do, they put you in cell. They can take drug, put for you, take anything, do you. You have no right. You can't talk. You find them come here. So what we are seeing here is too much. If the immigration take you, they abandon you in IDC. If you don't have money, you stay there for. If you die there, it's your own. So nobody care for you. Yeah, we are suffering here. All you are saying on the Radio Biafra is true. It's true. But many of our people, some people they didn't travel. They think that they are okay, but they're not okay. If you come here, you can use like water a month. You pay only small money. Light, if you are not use light up to 100 naira, you cannot pay for the month. Everything, good road, good size, too much. But my name is Tochukwu Onwekwe. I'm from Omodara Omona in Olo. So anytime I enter that Biafra land, I am the one of your soldiers. But so let me just give chance for others to show their view. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I welcome that. And I love the way you spoke. Very frankly, very honestly, and direct to the point. Our people are suffering, of course. We will replicate exactly what happened in the book of Exodus. We will send down. What does it say? It says they will fly like. That was the way it was said. When I read Leon Uris's book called Exodus, I think it was there. One of the best books I've ever read before. Go and read it. Exodus is called, by Leon Uris. It's a brilliant piece of work. Try reading it. It's about tentatively the creation of the state of Israel. How they were gathered from all over the world to come together. As the man was writing, he was making biblical references. When he said they will fly on the wings of eagle to come back. When the planes were bringing back the Israelis from all over the world, it was in fulfillment of that very prophecy as well as in the Bible. So it's a very compelling piece of work, and I loved it very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we're direct, and even heaven is presiding over our affairs here on earth. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, sir, my director.
Good morning, please. Your name and where you are.
Hello.
I can hear you. Your name and where you are. I can hear you.
My name is Chuku Chijioke. I'm from Art State, from Aba.
Thank you very much. Go ahead. From
My
Aba.
direct, what happened in Mbaka? I think Mbaka is a secretary. The man who claimed that he's a doctor. Look at Buhari never enter. And look at what is happening. How much more Buhari will enter to the field? Everything will be scattered. So I advise all Biafran to vote. Let them stay at it because direct I'm happy. Because if we continue like this, I don't know what we do our situation in the next 2-3 months.
No, but nobody is happy.
I'm not happy at all. I'm listening to defend my Biafran land. I promise. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nobody is happy. I can't see anybody saying that they're happy about the plight of our people. We are suffering. Our sisters are being raped, even if they are wearing the what's it called again? The sister dress. What's it called? It's not a cassock. I don't know what it's called. Is it? It's not hijab, is it? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello.
When the hello is more than 4, then you know you have a severe problem. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please. Your name and where you are.
Yeah, Mr. Director, I'm Mr. Onyedekachi from Aba.
Onyedekachi who? What is your father's name, please?
Onyedekachi Okonkwo from Aba, Mr.
Thank
Director.
you very much. Thank you. You're welcome to the program. The world is listening. Please, you may proceed if you wish.
Thank you, Mr. Director. I want to say a very big thank you for your good work. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless you, Director.
And may he be praised.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that all? That was all. Our people can be kind sometimes.
Hello, Director. Good
yes,
morning.
please. Good morning. Your name and where you are?
My name is Wara Okoye from Enugu State. I'm living in Asaba.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I just want to appreciate the good work you are doing to our people. But my own contribution is that I can only sing a music that will share this content.
Hold on. The caller on Viber, stay where you are. The caller on Viber, stay where you are. We'll come to you. Please, the caller on the phone, continue. Okoye, go ahead.
Wara Okoye.
I know. Go ahead. We are listening. Wara Okoye, go ahead. We are listening. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm a musician, and I can play a music that will turn this country around. It's only that I'm afraid of this zoo called Nigeria.
Why are you afraid?
If I sing that music, I know they might arrest me, something like that.
They will arrest you if they see you. And how about if they don't see you? How can they arrest you? Can't you just play music and not put your picture on the cover? You can play music and Radio Biafra will promote it. Anything that would destroy the zoo will support it. We're even looking for nuclear weapon to destroy this very place. We don't care. Anything that will bring the zoo to an end, we pursue it.
I have a music I wrote, and I believe if I sing this music, those who doesn't believe in Biafra will believe. So far you are Igbo, you can hear Igbo language.
Then sing it.
Best.
No, not try. We will give you every support you need to make sure that this very music sees the light of day. Very important.
Okay, just record my number. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have noted it. We have noted it. Thank you very much. Thank you. The caller on, we have the one on Skype, stay where you are. We're going to Viber. The caller on Viber, can you hear me?
Okay.
The caller on Viber, can you hear me? Can you hear me? The caller on Viber? Oh my goodness me. I don't like people who don't listen. They don't listen. You call me through Viber and you're listening via your laptop. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning, Director.
Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Yes, my name is Tojuku Onu. I'm calling you from Exeter in the United Kingdom.
You're calling us from Exeter in the UK. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I'm calling you because
There is your line is shaking. I don't know why that is the case due to network limitations here, I presume. But please.
Very sad.
Sorry? No.
Is this? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it better now?
It's better now. It's better. Go ahead.
Let me
please.
try and call back.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
It's better now. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I said I listened to the very devastating news regarding this Hausa Fulani Boko Haram who have been raping our people, and this time around they did it just to spite us, because how can you justify the fact that they raped reverend sisters this time around? They did it purposely to see what we can do. And I think in our kind of silence, I mean, I love the method which we're following with this our quest for redemption. But I think it's about time that we begin to do something.
Something like what? Something like what? Tell us.
I'm coming, director, please. You see, we have people who are calling every day on this in this our station, and they say, okay, director, I'm ready to go. If it's gonna happen tomorrow, no, let's make it happen now. I think it's about time that we begin to form battalions of our army, or battalions of Biafran army.
How do you know we don't have that already?
Okay, fantastic, director. What I'm not recommending, and this was what I think a caller said online before, but you didn't want him to say it on air. With what I want to tell you now is sort of me revealing a strategy. But the thing is, we cannot allow this thing to keep building up and building up. Let us begin to get our word out there one at a time, till these people begin to know that it's no longer business as usual. While we're still on the media, and we're still getting our people to understand the real depth of what they are. I think, director, you are the commander in chief, but if we consult a little bit, we can begin to take some of these little actions, because what these guys have done today is abominable. We just cannot allow this to float under the carpet again. These people are now taking us for a joke. I fully understand the reason why they do it, because for many years we have become cowards. It's ridiculous that I grew up knowing the Igbo man as brave, but what I'm seeing, with my little year or years on this earth is completely contradictory to what I knew. It seems like we take anything that is thrown at us, we take it.
We have lost you, but I understand what you're saying. And when the time is right, we march. Anything premature will lead to disaster. We have not come this far to fail, and we are not going to fail. When we are prepared, we march. If we're not prepared, we will not march. As simple as that. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, they can no longer be able to hear me. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No. Maybe these are Hausa people. Who knows?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Hello, good morning.
I can hear you. Good morning. Your name and where you are. I can hear you very well.
Okay, I'm John. I'm calling from Mobana.
From where?
I'm John. I'm calling from Mobana.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry to go in this matter of Nigeria, Biafra. Hello.
We can hear you, for goodness sake. We can hear you. I don't know what is wrong with our people. The level of discipline is very, very poor. Very poor. Simple instructions they can't follow. How can you say you want to be a soldier? If you hear my voice, keep talking. He wants to hear his voice on the radio before he speaks. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Yeah, this is a calling.
From where?
from Aba.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. I really want to commend you for your work to our people, for our people. You're a very good man, and God will bless you, sir.
And bless you too. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. So I really want to tell you, this thing that this guy said about these guerrilla soldiers, you must know what to do about this issue. You must look for some guys that will be doing some things from now so that they will know that we have the same heart they have to. They will understand that the same pain we feel, they will feel the same pain like we do. And this zoo called Nigeria, we have to destroy this place. We have to at least start something here from Aba. We know how to handle some Hausa people here. So if you want us to start it from today, by tomorrow or next tomorrow, we'll be getting some news from there. So this rubbish is coming too much and we don't want it any longer. It's about time we have to stand on our legs. We have to take our positions. We have to know what to do. We have to go ahead now. They are here in Aba. They are here all over this place. So if you want us to handle them, you just give us a signal. We can do some little things. They became some stories now.
I know that Aba is ever ready, but it's not the time to march, please. We know what we are doing. It is not time to march. When the time is right, we will be able to do so, because we don't want to start anything that we cannot round up as quickly as possible, please. You must try and bear with us. Try and bear with us, please. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and even heaven is watching over our proceedings. The time here now is approximately 18 minutes to 11 a.m. here in Biafra land in the morning of the 11th of April 2015, when we have decided not to vote. What are we doing with vote? The ones you have voted for before, have you gone scot-free? You voted, you had the Ojo and the mother. After that came Theodore, that redefined political irrelevance, stealing, looting, and corruption. And after that, you're going to vote for somebody again. You have been the first one, it was disaster. Second one, abject disaster. You want to go to that same road again. Don't vote. This is Radio Biafra. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Please, your name and where you are.
It's I'm still online since then.
Please continue.
Okay, sir. What about these our people from the video? These are our brothers from Aba and the Bayelsa. What are their response?
I'm sure if you've been listening to Radio Biafra, you know that they have been responding very well. The reason why you don't hear as many as possible call on Radio Biafra is because the domination from Aba, from Enugu, from Owerri is too much. Even people from abroad can't call anymore. So that tells you, and it's a very good thing at that. Everybody is prepared. They're waiting for us. We don't have enough guns and bullets. Once we do, then we march. As simple as that.
Okay, sir. Thank you for what you're doing, and we pray that God will bless all of us and God will give us Biafra this year.
He say, that is our prayer morning, noon, and night. I have somebody on Viber. I am coming straight over to you. Please do not hesitate. Do not stop. Once I ask you to go on, which I have just done now, please continue to speak. Your name and where you are comes first. You see what I'm saying? That is why I do not go to people very easily. They don't listen. I said, if you're calling me on the phone, listen through your phone. You're calling with Viber, listen via Viber. If you are calling us by any other means, use that very means you're using to call us to listen for my voice. Once you hear it, you continue speaking. If you're waiting for my voice to come through your listening device, then you have lost it completely. I know that I have somebody on the line. Let's see if they're still there. Their name is all I ask for, and where they come from, they can proceed to give us whatever information they feel they have for us. This is Radio Biafra. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, Director, I can hear you. Good morning, Director.
Good morning. Your name and where you are, please.
Director, my name is Leo Williams.
Leo Williams, country musician in America. Give me your proper name, please. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, they cannot. If you call Radio Biafra and give me 2 English names, I will cut you off. If you don't know who you are, Ask your mother or your father or your uncles in the village. There was a name they gave you when you were born. That's what I want to hear. Not Don Williams. This is not a joke. This is Radio Biafra. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Your name and where you are, please.
I am here in Chukwu Chimapolamongo from Ezini, and I'm presiding at Aba in Biafra land.
Thank you very much. I love your surname. Thank you. Please go ahead.
I thank you, sir, so much. You are doing very, very well. I thank you because I have been trying this number for 2 months now, since I heard your voice on the air. So God is your leader. And Chukwu Abiyama agaghị ekwe ka ihere eme gị. Mbọ niile na-agba ka ihu nwere onwe anyị. Akelere m Chineke na enwere onye dị otu a n'ihu ya. Thank God, because all this time around we have been tormented by the fools. And all the Jew people have been treating us as a goat. But because of God's grace upon you, we can hear the truth. And the truth will set you free and set us free in Biafra land. Thank you, because I don't have anything to offer, and I don't know how to express my feelings and my joy to this voice lumbering everywhere, every day on the earth. For those who are forced to repent and they know what they are and know why God keeps them here for. But I have been hearing over some Hausas kidnap a reverend sister on the air this morning from you. Our people don't know that, right? And they have lost all their ambitions. God knows that hence they have been putting eye and trying to destroy God's opinion. Their own building or the foundation will never stand. I am thanking you, Director, because I know that I can stand, and any day, any time, I'm available to do whatever your last command will say. Thank you, Director. Thank you.
And thank you too as well. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Radio Biafra. We are live. And we are direct. We welcome each and every one of you. There is somebody on Viber. Stay where you are. I will come to you. I have somebody on Skype. Are you there? And can you hear me?
Are you talking to me, Director?
I am talking to you on Skype. The one on Viber, stay where you are. Please go ahead. The caller on Skype, your name and where you are. We are Radio Biafra.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Director.
Morning.
My name is Chile Okere. I'm from River State.
Where in River State? Where in River State are you from? Which village?
I'm from Omoma local government.
Omoma in Iche, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Omoma is also in Mbise, is that correct also?
So I want to know if there is this our station, are they getting it there?
Not in Iche. Are we in Iche? Is the Port Harcourt? Yes? Omoma people call, yes, it is. It is in your village.
Omoma local government. No, we have Omoma in Omoma local government, and we have Omoma in Iche local government also.
Yes, your people are getting it. Yes, Omoma in Iche is getting it. Yes.
No.
Somebody called us from there. Is that correct? Yes, somebody called us saying they are getting it on 88.0.
Because I want to know how prepared.
Yes. You want to know how prepared we are here, or how prepared the people of Omoma is for Biafra? Which one is it? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Director. So what I'm saying is that because I called my family yesterday, so I told them about Radio Biafra. So, and I told them to, 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 I told to tune if they can hear. But my mom said that she didn't get the station.
It's 88. What did you give her? Did you say 88.0? 88.0, not 97.6. Oh, the one we have in Port. Yeah, exactly. Port Harcourt is 88.0.
I have other things I want to say, but I don't want to say it on air. So I don't know.
That's the best thing to do. You call us now after the program or immediately, please. I can give you a number to call. If you call this number now, the number, if you have anything to tell us in private, in secret, you're a scientist, you're a bomb maker, you can sing song that will destroy the zoo, anything you can do, you have support for us to destroy this entity of hell. The number to call is 090-907-76589. I repeat, 090-907-76589.
Okay, I took the number. I will call you then.
Call that number immediately and you'll be with us. I am now going over to Viber as I promised them. I told the person on Viber I will come to you. If they obey simple command, they will be waiting. And now I will ask them for their name and where they are calling from, which is compulsory and customary on Radio Biafra. The caller on Viber, can you hear me?
My potential director, good day to you.
Thank you very much. Please, your name and where you are.
This is Anayo Eze. I'm from Osaka. I'm calling from Nuremberg, Germany.
From Germany, thank you very much. Please go ahead.
First and foremost, I would like to, of course, we can't finish thanking you. We've been thanking you all the while, and I will use this medium to appreciate those young men out there helping you out in the studio all the time. And also a very warm greetings to your beloved wife on this mandatory assignment, because you know that this is a mandatory assignment even upon you yourself. So, and that's all around the world. So, yes, we've been so addicted to the program that each and every day we are here learning, and we're also glad to have such a platform at which we can also disseminate ideas and get interacted within ourselves. First and foremost, I would like to pinpoint on the last few days conversations we had regarding the Igbos in Lagos. I've been communicating also on Skype, trying to send a message across to tell us about the number of Igbos in Lagos. Because I also grew up there, and I know the number of Igbos in Lagos are quite alarming. And also, the zoo has forgotten anywhere, if not for the help of the Igbos, every corners of the zoo, ensuring that businesses, of course, if you imagine, if you go to, is it Idumota, is it Alaba International, is it Trade Fair, is it Oshodi, is it, we are even technically, there are places you go to and you realize that if you're having a TV, your TV is down, or it's only Igbos that repairs all those things, which gives us an idea that yes, we have potential engineers all around the world. That's number one. And also, Barrister made a point that all those things happening regarding what the Oba says, the way he addressed us, and also the lady that says that we Igbos are stubborn goats. Fine. I don't believe that things happen, by accident. Everything are fashioned to happen for a reason. And the Bible says that at the appointed time, because the mission is for an appointed time, and it's even though it
Can you hear me?
terrible. So, this is all. Yes.
Please go ahead. Yes, we lost you for a minute. Please go ahead. Or for a second, I should say.
Okay. So I believe strongly that Barrister made a good point. They're saying that all these things are just a dim light, a green light, that it's time that the Biafrans need to have their own way. Because if it's not so, all this, can you imagine, the Oba did not address other people. He only addressed the Igbos, knowing fully where the number of Igbos in Lagos. So, and even what he said was an eyesore, but that one is already a gone issue. So it's not left for us to pinch ourselves. Yes, we know what next we need to do. That is number one. And secondly, before now, fine, there was a time you talked about giving the presidency to Goodluck Jonathan if he's interested. I know you, our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, you are not trying to be, you're not trying to sound like, okay, you are the coordinator of Radio Biafra now, you want to be the president. I know you wanted to give him the respect of being the president of Biafra. But now, just like what you said a few minutes ago, that it's impotent and imbecile. Yeah, because if he couldn't handle the affairs of Nigeria, that there were a lot of things he wasn't able to do or bring about to our land, then how can he now handle this kind of a Biafra we are thinking of building? Because I'm seeing Biafra as a country that we even attend a meeting in the United Nations and let the world know that yes, indeed, we have potential and credible young people out there. And I wouldn't be part of building a Biafra where we will keep on backbiting or messing around again. It has to be a new dawn. And how can we get this achieved? We need to start raising even leadership training, because through leadership training in any office in Biafra.
Yes, my dear brother.
There will be people, even teachers.
I know. I want to correct an impression. Leadership training is good in order for people to understand what is expected of them. But in this very zoo, you have more PhD holders than any other place on this planet, if I'm not mistaken. Does it mean that the makings of the senses? The answer is no. We are not going to rely on the training we provide to guide our future leaders. We base it on the type of laws we have in place. If you want to get a very good leader, believe you me, you will. How do you make that possible? They will not have generators in their houses, so there will be light constantly. If there is no light, they can call the engineers at the power authority and ask them what on earth is going on. They will not travel with siren, which means they will never ever see themselves as being above other people, that we are all equal. That is also very, very important. They just don't declare their assets. They tell us how much they have in their bank accounts before they even run for office. If they are found with any other secret bank account anywhere else, they go to prison. Our judge is the same thing. A judge in Biafra land, if you go, in fact, there'll be trial by jury. So the judge has no choice. He's not even going to rig the results of a clear-cut judgment, because ordinary people will decide who is guilty and who is innocent, not a judge, one person sitting down. So if you want to end corruption or at least control corruption within the judiciary, we go back to our tried and tested jury method. That costs out immediately. If you want to have more honest, law-abiding politicians or leaders, you make them to travel like any other person. They will not send their kids to overseas schools. If they are sick, they go to the nearest hospital. Not one that is far away. No, the nearest one to your house. So it is in their interest to make sure that even the nearest hospital is well equipped. With simple laws, you get people to behave properly. Why is it that anytime an aircraft wants to take off from Lagos, people are very noisy, yapping and talking rubbish? As soon as they say that we are now about to land in London, everybody goes quiet. Have you noticed that before? Because where you're going into, they have laws which they enforce. If a policeman stops you on the road, you're not going to give him 10 pounds to let you go. He will say to you, ma'am or sir, can you park very well? You park. He will say, please, good morning or good. They will even take off there and say, please, can I ask for your driver's license or your name and where you're going? Can you see that your parking light is not working? Your reverse light is not working. And please, in fact, now they don't even need to ask you questions. Everything is on a computer. Once they see your plate number, they tell if you have MOT, if you have insurance, if your license is up to date. That is all. If you've been driving erratically, they will tell you, they'll do a breathalyzer. They will, but here is please take this 500 and buy pure water for the kids, and you drive off. If a policeman does that, they will be imprisoned for 25 years. That is how you train people. That is not that training. You're a policeman. Be of good conduct. Be of good behavior. It is good to be good. Rubbish. If you take bribe at work for 25 years without parole, so others will learn from it. That's how you get things done. It's not through leadership training, but by the laws you bring into place, because, of course, our leaders will be people who are well read. People are well read in the zoo, but they behave like animals because they don't enforce the laws that they have. And because the judiciary is, you see, the two areas of life that allowed the zoo to decay is, if you want to, don't blame politicians, blame judges and journalists. The two J's. They are the reason why Africa is not developed. Judges and journalists. Those two groups of people are so corrupt. And if you lose them in any society in the world, I remember somebody sent me a quotation from Harry Truman the other day. He said, I can live in a world without legislators, but I don't want to live in a world without newspapers. Some of you don't understand the meaning of freedom of speech. Sometimes people criticize you, yes. But those that see if you are doing good, those that see the good you're doing will always outnumber those that don't see any good in what you're doing. That is the essence of living in a free and democratic society. Not everybody will love you. And if everybody loves you, then you have a problem. Not everybody loved Jesus Christ. Yahweh Yeshua. So who are you that everybody will love you? That is why I don't want to hear people say, they were criticizing you here or there. Yahweh Yeshua was even crucified. Not a criticism. Then who are you that the whole world will love you? If the whole world loves you, then if you look around you, this is Radio Biafra. Here we speak the truth. You may not like it, but does it matter? It doesn't. Because it must be spoken. Our leaders will be forced to behave. We're not begging them to behave very well. Please now, be a good leader. Can't you see there is no water here? Your manifesto says, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. After 4 years or 5 years, depending on how many years all of you agree, your politicians you serve, if you have not done those things, you will be voted out of power. Not because we hate you, so that another person coming in will not misbehave. You know, African people, do you know in America, they will not allow any political party in America to be in power for more than 12 years. Have you noticed it before? Have you noticed it before? The highest it can be, they can vote Republican, 3 times. The next time they vote Democrat. It doesn't matter if it's Ochicha, they will vote somebody. So to send a message to politicians within that dominant party that this country doesn't belong to you, they'll just vote them out of office. It's not because they hate you, but because we don't want you to think you are indispensable. Because the country belongs to everybody and not to you or your party. I don't know if people are following what I'm saying this morning. If they vote for one party for 3 times, they vote another one in. And if you attempt to rig election, somebody will take a gun and walk up to you and shoot you between the eyes. You will not rig election. These are the things that should be held for a society to stand. You need strong media. Independent, I'm not saying controlled by the state. Because even when Biafra comes, Radio Biafra will be independent of any political interference. There will be none whatsoever. Instead, we commercialize it. We privatize it. And take it out of state. If somebody is doing evil, you say you are doing what is not right for our country. That is your job as a journalist. They may kill 1 journalist. They may kill 2. They may kill 3. But if all the journalists accept the sacrifice of the first 3 that have been killed, they will correct society. But they killed Delegiwa, everybody took cover. They ran away immediately overnight. And the government is announcing the opening of Fort Mainland Bridge. Nonsense news. People are hungry. They are dying. You know the solution to solve the problem, but you kept quiet out of cowardice. And that is why you don't have light. You as a journalist, as an editor, you don't know because you failed to speak the truth. That is why you're asking your house help. Oh, there is no petrol for generator. Don't you know that? That everything is interrelated. in Biafra land, journalists and judges, we will love them and respect them. And we expect them to be independent, to resist every pressure. Every pressure will come because these two people are the guardians of society, not security men, not police with gun. That is rubbish. You need to, in fact, in life, there are three arms or three agencies, I should say. Let me use the word agency that you go to when you're in problem. Judges, banks, and journalists, the media. They are the ones that protect society. They ensure the economy is going, not politicians. I will repeat. Politicians enact laws and policies to influence the activities of banks, judges, and journalists in a free society. In a society that is not free, like China, where you have restrictions, you have only the banks doing all the developing because they fund economic activities. But if you want a true, transparent, clean democracy, journalists, the courts, judges, and of course banks, once you have them, everybody will behave. This is Radio Biafra. We have come to the end of our program this very morning. We shall reconvene this very afternoon. At some point, we need to take a break. We'll take a break. And we'll be back in a few, I won't say hours time, and I can't say minutes, but we're back this afternoon to continue our election special on this very day when we have asked you, do not go out to vote. This is Radio Biafra. Please don't adjust your dial. I'll be handing over temporarily to London. Maybe they can stream some music or perhaps play or repeat of old programs perhaps. But from me, from here now, it is good morning as we await our return in a few hours' time. Thank you very much.
Triumphant from all our foes, through the crucible unscathed we passed victorious.